those.
I will. Before I do, so it says viewers are low tonight. My God, we've been live for not even 6 minutes. Give it a chance. Codenames are super simple. Super simple. What's going to happen? Mark here is a spy master. He's got a grid with a bunch of fancy words. He has to get a bunch of fancy words for us to guess. And what he's going to do is look and try and figure out if he can connect any of those words by using another common word. He's going to say a word followed by a number. That means there's that many words on the board that correlates to that given word. And you got to find them. And eventually, after round, hopefully we find them all. Oh, I just caught you early, I see. You caught us right at the beginning. Welcome in. Is this good mythical morning? I'm not wearing my glasses. Please help. Yep. Yep. Viewers are low because they are 20 minutes earlier than their normal time.
Wow.
Perchance. We're going to be 6 hours earlier than our normal time tomorrow for our EU viewers. We're going to get you in nice and early.
Well, I don't know.
Nice early start day.
I don't know if I want to do this one. This is going to be...
Come on, Mark.
It's going to be interesting.
Do it. Man up. Let's get it done. I'm from Scotland. Then hopefully we'll be streaming at a more appropriate time for you tomorrow and not in the middle of the night. I don't know how off Scotland is from London.
All right, we're starting off strong. So your hand is drugs for 4. You told me to go for it. I was like, shouldn't I? And Corey over here is like, go for it.
Dude,
I'll hold this a little low to prevent like secret stream from happening.
You're gonna put us in the secret stream for the first 10 minutes. You're gonna banish us. Ice, baby. Yeah, ice is slang words for drugs. I can't say. I can't use that terminology. So I like it. Mark, show me ice.
No, it wasn't ice. I need the eraser.
Fucking hell, man.
There are 4 ones you missed.
Eraser.
There are 4 ones you missed for drugs for 4. Is this a no eraser kind of night?
It was
we get
here.
1 clue and done.
It might be over
it's
there
behind
somewhere.
you, Corey.
Okay. Ooh, 1 clue and done kind of night.
It wasn't ice. No, it was not. It was not.
Nightmare. Is Nightmare on the board? That's a good one.
Nightmare is on the board.
That's a good one. I like Nightmare. Country Mozart says pipe. I think that's probably true as well. Nightmare. Mark doesn't know game chat. He doesn't know ice. Athlete. Oh, a little Olympics angle here, huh? You know what I'm saying? Pipe, nightmare, unicorn, zen.
All right. I'm going to say...
because of the key to success.
Drugs. Secret stream inbound.
Secret stream inbound. Get in while you can, baby.
Yeah. Follow while you can. It's about to be a secret stream, everyone. Your next hint. It's gonna be piggy bank for 3.
Piggy bank for 3. All right, let's throw drugs out of our mind for a moment here. Let's forget about that. As you should in real life, just get rid of it. And let's focus on piggy bank. Broken. Ham. Broken. You only need to say it once. I see the first one. Broken and ham. A lot of people want to say ham. Chat. Who am I to deny the people? A dictator. Mark, show me broken!
Broken, let's see it. Yes, that is an actually correct one. That is 1.
What do you mean?
That is 1 of our field agents discovered. Sorry, I gave you a hint for 4 last time and it got 0.
All right.
Which was funny. It's on me.
If it's not ham, Mark gets fired. I think that's a good point. I think we'll have a ham game 2 incoming.
Whoa, okay, hold on. Whoa. Let's be rational here.
Citizen Kane? Is Citizen Kane on the board? Show me Citizen Kane! Stout, Nightmare.
Get out a DVD player.
What is this game? This game is Codenames.
Nightmare.
Alright, a lot of people wanted ham. Mark, let's see ham.
Or piggy banks made out of ham.
No, but they're pigs, which are made out of ham.
That is correct!
You can't guess like me!
I can. That is 2 of our 9 field agents discovered. Not bad.
Oh, yeah, Mark, you have to put a red guy down. We missed the first round.
Oh, sorry.
Come on
yeah,
now.
I need to do that. I'll reveal athlete. Athlete belongs to the red team.
Athlete belongs to the red team. Good to know. Good to know. We got our right guy. So now,
thank you, Jay.
stout key first. Stout, because the pigs are short and stout with their big piggy snout. First, since it's usually people's first bank. Is that a key? Why key? Why key?
Why Kiki?
Why key? Booba? Thumb? You. Piggy bank is first form of savings. That is true. That is true. Need a key for a bank, but not for a piggy bank. For a piggy bank, you just throw it on the ground, I think.
Can somebody explain this game?
Pass.
I gave you a hint. This hint connects to a certain amount of words on this board equal to the number that I write down. I'm telling you there are 3 words on this board connected to piggy bank. I know where the blue agents are. That's what we want to find. Nobody else knows where the blue agents are.
And you can sniff things off keys is a crazy justification.
Well, yo, spitting, actually.
Pass, stout. Go with pipe and nightmare from your... Yeah, that's a good point, Country Mozart. I think pipe. Drugs was the clue for 4. Gotta be careful saying that too much. I think... Key for first clue got bump? Pipe? I think pipe is more, like, guaranteed, right? I think pipe is more guaranteed. Key's not bad. The key people are swaying me over to their side, but I think pipe is probably the more obvious one. So I'm gonna go with it. Let me see pipe.
That is correct. Very nice. That is 3 of our 9 field agents discovered.
Begging for stout. I'm gonna take stout. I'm gonna lock it in. We got 1 guess left before we have to pass over the turn. We got 1 guess left. I'm gonna give it to the key enjoyers. Let me see key. Bonjour to you as well. But let me see key.
Key?
Yeah, key.
That is correct. Very nice.
Huge.
Very nice.
Huge. Absolutely enormous.
All right, you're now out of guesses, which means it is time for the dreaded red team to reveal one of theirs. Let's see.
Keeping stout locked in my mind.
They are going to reveal... They are going to reveal... Night.
Nightmare.
Nightmare is still on the board.
Oh, we had night and nightmare?
Yes.
Whoa.
It's night with a K. Knight.
Oh, nightmare.
Sounds like something from Flapjack.
Yeah, I could see that. That'd be a crazy episode. But most episodes of Flapjack were Nightmare Fuel that I watched shamelessly. It was a good show. Key might have been for drugs. I think first clue I think is Zen. Zen for that. Yeah, you do go in a Zen-like state after you do that. Chad, I don't do this. I don't do those things.
What?
I don't do those things. I don't know the terminology.
This guy. Okay.
What's Mark's favorite? What's your favorite one, Mark? Of those words I'm not gonna say.
Oh.
I think just life. Just living.
Nah, I'd say like caffeine.
Yeah, that's the real answer.
Let's see. All right, we're gonna go with an interesting one. Taking advantage of the proper noun rule.
He's propering these nouns.
All right, I wrote this fast, but there's a proper noun. This is a title. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe for 2.
Really stretching that proper noun rule as far as it'll go.
You know, I'm not gonna curse you out, but it's a title of the book. It's a title of the book.
We're on thin ice right now, Mark.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Throne. I like throne. Mark, let me see throne. Or wait, no, I lied. It's through. People are saying through, not throne. Let me see through. You go through the wardrobe.
That is a miss.
What?
That is a miss.
That's crazy.
All right, your next hint is going to be king for 0.
King for, oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, I need to reveal a red one. I'm going to reveal outside as being the red one.
All right.
King for 0. Do you want to explain what a 0 means?
So what a 0 means is when it's a 0, it means no words on the board relate to it. So it physically can't be thrown. It physically can't be thrown. Wait, does that mean we need to avoid thrown? Yes, that doesn't have to do with king. Yes, so we get 1 chance to go ahead and guess something.
Yes, you still get 1 guess because you always get this number plus 1. But I'm telling you, there's 0 words on this board that are blue related to king. Yo, Merritt sent a heart me. Thank you so much. And Logan James sent April.
Unicorn.
Thank you.
Throne as assassin. It is quite possible. It is quite cold for Narnia. Kiwi. Are there kiwis in Narnia? They eating kiwis out there, man? I don't know. Unicorn. Nightmare. Were unicorns a big part of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? I've literally never seen it, so I don't have much context here to go off of.
0 is not unlimited guesses. You have an amount of guesses equal to this number plus 1, which is equal to 1.
All right, no. All right, well, they can't. Definitely not unicorn then. Narnia was cold. Zen for the first one, I think is possible. No unicorns in Narnia. It's the first of its series. First. I don't hate that. I think that's good logic. Cold. I'm seeing a lot of people say cold. Mark, I don't really know where we're going with this. Show me cold.
Nope.
Damn.
Nope. I'll reveal another one. Speaking of cold, Penguin is also on the red team. Yo, Merritt sent Level Up Sparks. Thank you so much, Merritt. Thank you. So you can consider some other ones now.
Yeah.
Some other ones,
yeah.
Perhaps.
All right. Sure, Mark. Yeah, I can. I guess I can.
Okay. No, we got this. We got this in the bag. Let me make sure.
Don't forget to reveal a red. If you
I already did. I revealed
penguin.
Hand for infinite.
All right. He thinks that we're able to just get all of the answers based off of the previous hint.
Yeah, I do. Swish. That's how I see these clues.
Thumb.
Slam dunk.
All right, let me see thumb first.
Thumb first? Wait, thumb or first?
Thumb first. Let me see thumb first.
Who's on second? That is correct. Very nice. That is 5 of our field agents discovered.
First, stout. First and stout is good. Pencil? Why pencil? I think people are just saying things. Let me see first.
First? Wait, first thumb or thumb first? First is correct. Very nice. That is 6 of our 9 field agents discovered.
So our clues so far have been drugs, the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Official rules say 0 clue means unlimited guesses.
No, it literally does not. Hold this. I'm insulted.
Oh no! First part, you hold a pencil with your hand. You hold a pencil with your hand. Maybe that's what he was going for. Stout and Zen is the only ones we talked about. I think that's true. 3 parts of novel title, therefore triangle.
I'm pulling out the rule book, okay? You know, questioning me. Let's see.
Part, hand, body part. It's in the expert rule. 0-bit.
Let's see.
They're calling you out, Mark.
Yes.
You gotta fight them off. Hand to make triangle symbol. Right now my front runner.
What the hell? This is a bullshit rule. You are allowed to use 0 as the number of parts of your clue. For example, feathers 0 means none of our words relate to feather. If 0 is the number, the usual limit on guesses does not apply. Field operatives can guess as many words as they want. They still must guess at least 1 word. That makes zeros really OP. Like, really OP. And we might have to play test this a little bit, because that means if we're ever down to, like, final clues, I'm just gonna give a 0 every single time to eliminate the assassin. Huh. Yeah, that's...
Nightmare, because this is confusing. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare! Might as well split chat suggestions and go with Kiwi. That's, you know... I told people long ago I was gonna take Stout and I was gonna put it in the back of my head. Mark, now's the time to bring it forward.
Nope.
Fuck!
Let's reveal another red one. We're gonna go with Pencil. Belongs to the red team.
You know, maybe Infinite wasn't like the brightest.
No, maybe it was because I expected you to do words that you were recently talking about as opposed to randomly pulling it out.
The second something comes out of my mouth, I forget exactly what I said. All right. It's all gone. The second it comes out. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Winning is what I'm doing.
I have no idea what I'm looking at, but I hope it works out for you guys. Hey, thanks. Shout out.
Your hint.
Okay.
Taking us to the finish.
Let's see it.
Country Mozart for 3.
Well, give me the mouse. Let me scroll up. Let me scroll up. Let me see. Let's see what this chatter said. Let's see what this chatter said. All right, chat. I got him. I got him. So the chatter he's referring to said Nightmare, Unicorn, Zen. So I see people in TikTok chat say Nightmare. Actually, wait. Country Mozart's changed it. It's Ham, Ham, and Ham for 3. Show me Ham.
It's already one of ours.
All right, give me Nightmare then.
Nightmare, Nightmare, Nightmare. That is correct. That is 1 discovered.
But show me Zen.
Zen, that is correct. That is 8 of our 9 field agents discovered.
And last but not least, the Unicorn Enjoyer. Show me Unicorn.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is 9. 9 of ours discovered. Wow. Mark, how is wearing a ring your biggest phobia? Because it's like genuinely terrifying. And it's a realistic phobia, because someone might try to put a ring on my finger.
What the fuck?
And I would karate chop the crap out of them. Yes. So, what happened was when I gave the clue drugs for 4, you immediately missed. And that's a bad clue. And I glanced over to YouTube chat to see Country Mozart pinpoint in order Pipe, Nightmare, Zen, Unicorn. Exactly the 4 I was going for.
What's the logic behind saying drug for unicorn?
You're chasing the unicorn. Or you see unicorns if you're on drugs.
It's chasing a dragon.
You're chasing a dragon, but, you know, when Mabel got high on that sugar drug in Gravity Falls, she saw a unicorn.
Okay, yeah. That's a mighty stretch.
Well, obviously not that much. If Country Mozart got it, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Mark and I are on the same. Me and Country Mozart are on the same. God damn it! I forgot to put it underneath the board. God, son of a bitch. And the assassin you correctly pointed out was I forgot to bring the board back. Throne. Throne was the assassin. So, yes, good thinking not going for that one. Our final score, after all of that was said and done, that amazing starting round, is 2. There were 2 red agents left not on the board. So, very nice. Oh, The Lion, the Legend, and the Wardrobe, by the way. First book in the series.
Oh!
And I'm gonna be honest, I really thought they had unicorns in there. I really thought they had unicorns in there. But Zen was also on the board.
That's crazy.
Zen was also on the board at the time, so I'm like, well, maybe, you know, it's their peace place, you know, they go to. Maybe it's like Zen. So.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, Buster. Well, it's gonna be Corey's turn to do the board and see how easy it really is.
All right.
If you want to write a 2 down here, maybe in red or something like that, 2 is going to be the new score to beat. Classic Mark throwing. We still made it. Was Cold one of ours? No, Cold belongs to the red team. Okay, let's...
Mark, give him the ham board.
We just did a ham board.
Give him the
We can't do a ham
ham
board every round. Well...
Unless it comes up organically.
Alright, it takes a moment for these boards to reset. I'm gonna do what I can here.
Give me that.
What?
Give me
Wait,
this.
oh, no, I can't yet. It takes a moment. To be fair, there's a unicorn in the film version. That's what I was thinking of. Okay, thank you, Twig. I could have swore that was the case.
Getting gaslighted by fake unicorns.
Yo, I also missed Merritt sent level up sparks and Candace sent a heart me. Thank you so much, Merritt. Thank you so much, Candace. Appreciate y'all. Keep ham. I can't just do ham every single time people demand it, okay? All right, now the board is prepped.
Chat, if he does that, it's not special.
Set board
it's
one.
It's not special.
You remember how to get back to it, right?
Yes.
Let me move this over here.
Woo!
There you go. All right, we have a new board now. We're only here for the ham. Could be a full ham Mary game. You know, I prefer lab grown and raised ham. Uh-oh, Throne's back. Does not mean it's the assassin this time, though. So, to let you guys know, behind the scenes, I'm working on a system that will make it so we don't have repeat words on the boards, at least for any given night. So, I have a list of like 1,000 words that I'm pulling from, and right now, every time I make a new board, what I'm doing is I'm just randomizing the list the best Google Sheets can and pulling 25 new ones. But I'm going to make it a system where it randomizes the list, pulls the first 250 words, takes the first 25 of those, puts them on the board 1, then the next, 26 through 50, put them on the board 2, and so on. So that way, there will be no repeats going from one board to another for that given night of 10 boards to work with. Mark, don't worm out and guess worm without any hesitation. What do you mean? Okay, I'm worming out so hard right now. Alright, somebody asked how to play this game. Let me explain it to you. There are 25 words on the board. We are trying to discover 9 of our blue field agents from among these words. So out of these words, exactly 9 of them. Corey, count that for me real quick. Exactly 9 of them are going to belong to the blue team, which is our team. But how do we discover them? Well, Corey knows which ones are blue. He's the only person who knows. And he's going to give us 1-word hints to connect some of these words on the board together. So if the hint he gave was Vegas for 2, that would mean there are 2 words on this board connected to the hint Vegas. So we might try to guess casino over on this row, and trip, like a trip to Vegas, over in this column, I guess, not row. So that is the objective. We're trying to discover the blue agents. There are also pesky red agents from the opposing team that we're trying to avoid. There's just general civilians, which are misses, and 1 dreaded assassin that ends the game immediately. Vegas would be worm, I think. Dude, I'm worming out right now.
You're not gonna fucking believe this. The word was already halfway written when you said something.
Oh no.
Las Vegas for 3.
Okay, there we go. What do we think?
You're not gonna fucking believe this.
Trip is the assassin. It better not be. Official Steve says worm. All right, now Official Steve's worming out. Lock in worm. Why would I lock in worm? I'm worming out. I don't know what to say. All right, I see people saying it. Corey, show me casino. Woo!
Shocking.
Very nice. That is 1 of our 9 field agents discovered.
Pre-recorded at its finest.
Okay. So I saw a lot of people saying limousine. More people said limousine than I saw people saying trip. Oh, the trip enjoyers are coming in now. I literally gave Ennis an example. He would be foolish to write Las Vegas on the board after my example. Trip wasn't it. So Corey, show me trip.
But Mark, it's the assassin. And trip!
Thank goodness. I was going to say naughty words if it wasn't that.
Whoa.
What if there's a worm in Las Vegas? What if?
Would you still love Las Vegas if it was a worm?
Or lap, like lap dance. I don't think Corey's going for that. I think limousine makes a lot more sense. I see so many people saying limo. Corey, show me a limousine. Oh, what's the limo sweep?
Not limo sweep tonight, baby.
The limo sweep, come on.
More like limo sheet, because it's bad.
Okay, maybe it was lap then. What else could it be? Let me take a glance at these.
So it's worm.
Fly, maybe you fly to get to Las Vegas.
And the red one I'm going to reveal is worm.
No! No! I was worming out over here.
Worming out, dude.
How are the words in red versus blue chosen in the IRL game? That's a good question. I'll show that off for you. I have the real game over here. So, in the real game, there are... The cards look just like they do on my graphic. I'll see if I can get this in focus here. So the cards look just like they do in my graphics, and you lay 25 of them out, and you have covers that are put on, just like the graphics as well. But I bet you're asking, how do you know which ones are red and which ones are blue? Well, in the actual game, you get a little card that looks like this, that tells you, based off the 25 by 25 placement, where everything is. Blue being blue, red being red, X being the assassin, and yellow being misses. So on this board, hang, grass, and intern would all be blue. Cast would be red, and the assassin would be password, if we're playing with this card. And then only the spy master gets to see this card. So that's how it works in the actual game. Worm might be a double agent, still worth a guess. Maybe. Quick screenshot, he's giving the answers.
Mark, I don't level you. This board sucks. I hate it, man.
And somebody asked, you know, why do you ask questions? We don't mind people asking questions. We love answering questions. And the important thing is, I need to stall for time to give Corey...
This is a hard board, guys!
Give Corey a chance to think of the clues.
I'm fighting for my life back here!
So, he's struggling to think, so I am more than happy to answer any questions people have about the game. Hang as in hangover for Las Vegas. That's an interesting one, Garrett. What would be your super spy code name? You know, I would like to answer something cool. I really would. But I know in my heart of hearts, it would end up being egg. So, I'd have to go with that. Maybe the fork as well. That would be my code name.
The fork?
The fork or the egg.
Strikes terror into anti-agents' minds.
Can we revisit the ring phobia? Sure. If anyone hasn't seen the TikTok that was being referenced earlier, I have a massive phobia when it comes to rings being on my finger. Like, I actually can't do it. It freaks me out to an insane level. How do you show the cards on stream? I'll explain that in 1 minute. I'll explain the cards on stream in a moment. I'll finish the ring rant first. Because I've seen too many times, and people just act like this is normal and this is common. People put rings on their finger. It stops like here, and they go, and force it over the knuckle. And I'm like, what are you doing? It's gonna get stuck there. And then I see those same people go to take off the ring, and they pull it, and and it doesn't come off, and they're like twisting their finger around. I'm like, oh, this isn't working. Let's put it under hot water to expand it a bit. They're putting soap on it, trying to yank this ring off, and like, well, you know, if worse comes to worse, we're gonna have to call the fire department. And I'm like, why did you do this? Why did you do this to yourself? This could have been avoided if you just didn't wear the ring. It's me, I'm a ring forcer. Kayla, I'm sorry, you know, that freaks me out though. Butterworks, that's awful. Rubber ring, says Andrew. If I were to ever wear a ring, it would be a rubber ring. I would be fine with that. Did you see the thing where Jimmy Fallon pulled his finger skin off when his ring got caught? Yeah, it's called degloving. It happens to a lot of people that wear rings.
All right now. That's a horrible time for me to tune back into this conversation, by the way, might I add. Yeah, I'm struggling to get one to connect to.
Wow.
So here's one I'm gonna give you. No Man's Land for 2.
No Man's Land for 2.
It's a term, so we're counting it as one word since it's normally hyphenated anyway.
Lisa says, just show us the board and we'll give you some help linking words up.
All right, yeah.
No Man's Land Embassy. Embassy? I thought you were saying you were afraid of commitment. No. Why Embassy? I mean, that's not really a no man's land. Cast as in castaway? Okay. I mean, by the traditional definition of no man's land, you wouldn't have an embassy there. That would be in like a war-torn area. What else could there be? Organ. If you go through no man's land, you could lose your organs. Mail. Grass, because nothing is there. I know what an embassy means. That's not what I'm caught up about.
That's not the sticking point of this one.
Fly, like fly over, fly and hang. So not, all right. You know, I kind of disagree with it, but a lot of people are saying it. Corey, show me embassy.
Embassy. Woo, bam!
Ooh, okay, all right. All the believers in chat, you guys got it. I was wrong. Good job. Embassy can also be an airport. Yes, celebration emojis. You guys deserved it. Cast as in castaway, I'm still thinking about. Grass, I'm also thinking about. Grass does make sense, because that's all there'd be in a traditional no man's land. Also, the Vegas clue. Oh, okay, so we're still missing one for Las Vegas. That's a good point. So we could consider that as well, if you have any big ones for Las Vegas. Flying into Las Vegas, fly over no man's land. People are saying, how do you feel about fly? Also, JD sent a heart puff. Thank you so much, JD. Point or password, grass for land. Okay, fly, Aim says fly. All right, that's all I need to see. Corey, show me fly.
Fly.
Woo, let's go.
Bam, bam.
Let's go. That is 4 of our field agents discovered. And last one, a lot of people saying grass, and I do kind of like it. Well, we already have 4. We could just pass at this point if we're not confident. We could come back to it. Unless you just want to go for it to get out of the way. Do you want to pass or say grass? Aaron Nicole says pass. Kelsey Wiesel says pass. Corey, let's pass.
Pass. All right, reveal red time. I'm gonna go with intern.
Oh, okay. All right, good one to remove. Intern. Country Mozart was saying, I have a similar phobia, like my phobia with the rings. Country Mozart has a similar phobia when they go bowling. I can't use the holes. I understand that completely. And to wrap up on rings real quick, I won't be on this too long, but people wear rings and they don't even care about like swinging their hands all over the place. The fact that their ring could get caught on something and rip off the skin on their finger. I see people go down water park slides with rings on, which is awful. Yo, JD sent a heart me. Thank you so much, JD. Sorry it's during this weird conversation. Like there are the seams in the water park slide that you could get caught on. When you get titanium rings, it gets crazy. Yeah, I imagine. I see people rock climb. I went to a climbing gym and I saw people wearing rings doing that. I'm like, are you crazy? Got thumb stuck in a bowling ball and panicked, but managed to get it out eventually. That's good to hear. So, yeah, I don't like rings. They freak me out. If I ever have to wear one, I'll wear a rubber ring or a ring around a necklace. That's probably what I do. Hi, Mark and Corey. Missed you, Corey. Hello. Welcome back, Luhu. So you don't like piercings either, I'm guessing. That is correct. That is correct. But with that being said, at least if I have a piercing and it gets ripped out, I'm only losing cartilage on my ear. Assuming it's an ear piercing, of course. A lip would freak me out. I'm only losing cartilage on my ear. That can heal pretty fine. It's not going to obstruct me. A ring getting caught and yanked off? I don't even like thinking about it.
All right. I think I got one. Thank you for stalling. But I think I got one. I think I've done it. I'm going to go with janitor for 3.
Janitor for 3. Ooh, okay. Tattoo ring. That's something I would consider. That is definitely something to consider. Janitor for 3. Let's see. tissue, mop, tissue. I missed mop on the board. Mop makes a whole lot of sense. Corey, somebody said moo. Corey, show me mop.
Mop.
Woo!
Grab that mop.
5 of our 9 field age discovered. We're not doing bad at all. Tissue, grass. Interesting. No more degloving, stalling chat. Yeah, I'm going to talk about the graphics next. Don't worry.
Really get to the graphics, man.
Let's do tissue.
Tissue?
Show me tissue.
Here's tissue.
Ooh, sorry, tissue enjoyers.
Well,
we are still missing 2 for janitor. Could be hang because they're hanging around. You know, you guys have cool janitors back in the day, going through school. Like this guy's cool. It could be mail as well. Would a janitor deal with mail? Porcelain throne. Oh, you know, Luhu, that's not bad. I'm definitely gonna consider throne. There's a 0% chance that throne is the assassin 2 times in a row.
oh, I have to reveal a red.
Yes. Janitor deals with the grass.
Let's give it a throne.
I like the logic. You convinced me, but you did not convince the game.
Whoopsies.
All right, we'll consider grass. But to stall in a way that isn't talking about rings, somebody earlier asked about the graphics and how they are displayed. This is a fully custom setup that I made that basically I scanned in all of the graphics or all of the items from the actual game themselves to get a base plate for what the card looks like, for what all these covers look like. I scanned them all in, and then for generating the words, I have a big list of words I found online that I'm using an Excel sheet to randomize, and then a whole bunch of nonsense with auto hotkey, bit focus companion, and stream deck to randomly generate 25 on the board, and then an even more complicated process to know which one is which.
All right. Good explanation. Perfect timing too. Go with Tusk for 2.
Tusk for 2. Tusks be hanging out your mouth.
Whoa!
They take laps when they're cleaning. Does janitor deal with the grass? I really don't think so. Trunk. Oh, trunk like an elephant. Okay, I'm seeing so many trunks. Let's do trunk.
I see trunk?
Yes.
Trunk!
Woo! That is 6 or 9 field agents.
Woo!
Lisa says all I hear is nerdy. That's fine. That's all you need to know. Point. Oh, point as in pointy, because tusks are pointy. That makes a whole lot of sense. Corey, show me point.
Point!
Woo! Let's go. That is 7 of our field agents discovered, and we have an extra guess. Hello, that otter. Good to see ya. People are saying grass. People are in love with grass. What can I say? Corey, touch grass.
Okay, there you go.
Woo! Let's go! We are now out of guesses with 8 of our 9 field agents discovered. Corey only has to give us a hint for 1.
Might be the only time I ever touch grass this year.
Might be.
You know what's fucked up? It's gonna take me a minute to get 1 for 1.
That makes sense. Let's see. Maybe it's ergonomic. That's a tough one. He could say comfortable for 1. Maybe he's going with Ray, and he could say William Johnson for 1.
Comfortable for 1! Comfortable for 1! Comfortable for 1!
Guys, it's comfortable to hang out.
No! No! Oh, red card? Okay, yeah, I'll get rid of hang.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Yo, that otter sent a heart me. Thank you so much, that otter. Glad you're here. And flip a coin. We could put it to a poll. Freckles are comfy. Ice Age.
No!
Or show me ergonomic.
Yes! I fucking hate that word!
What do you know?
God, ergonomics suck trying to come a clue for that, man.
That makes a lot of sense, I'll be honest.
So it was so long I wanted to say office, because office chair, and there were other things, but fucking intern and password were both red words, so I couldn't use it.
Oh, that's a shame. My organs feel pretty comfy. We could have gone with organ.
You shouldn't be feeling your organs. That shouldn't be a thing!
Corey, what was the assassin?
The assassin was never mentioned once. It was Popsicle.
Popsicle. Wow. Well, Corey, despite the struggle, that was a really good round. We managed to end with 4.
I don't know how that's possible. Quite
4
frankly.
red field agents off the board. That was actually really good. It's because I don't think we ever guessed red ones by accident.
That's true. We got close a couple times.
We got very close a few times. Worms are comfortable. I mentioned it once for Vegas. Okay. We were worming out in the beginning. We should have gone with worm.
Worming out.
That was an unhinged comment for someone to leave. I forget who said it. Oh, it was official Steve. Of don't be worming out right at the beginning, Mark. As if that I have a history of doing that.
Hi, bye, Hayden. Welcome in. Mark is in fact throwing. That's one of the few constants in this world.
Well, Corey, do you want to update the score to beat to be 4?
Yes, I can.
Really good score, by the way.
can.
Not bad at all. I'm going to silently and stealthily step away and take a little sip of water with nobody hearing me.
He's doing it again. He can't keep getting away with it. I know for a fact Corey would have said worm with 0 hesitation. It's so true.
Nobody heard a thing.
Frame 1 worm from me.
Frame 1. Let's see. Okay.
We all know what water is code for. Mark's just drinking straight 100 proof vodka in the back.
What can I say?
How
It
else?
happens.
How else is he able to get through stream?
But yeah, I need to wait just a moment, so I'll talk a little bit more about the graphics since people were asking about it. So this is one of the prep boards that I have. I know it's finished prepping when all of these turn green, which will be my cue to stop talking about this. But for those of you who want to do cool stuff with Stream Decks, if you download BitFocus Companion, it is a plugin for Stream Deck that allows you to do cool stuff like have the words on the cards written onto the buttons themselves, which is very useful. I'll show you, this is the board we were playing with before. You can see it matches up. There's hang, embassy, cast, all of those there. And it's communicating with the third-party software, BitFocus Companion, sending the data back and forth. And then there's info on the Excel sheet that tells it what words it should be looking for and what board placements with the cards, like whether it should be red or blue, that it's looking for. Candace says glug glug. He took 7 gulps, I heard it.
Count the gulps.
We're counting gulps, everyone. Nerdy, 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 says Lisa.
I bet Casino's one, as I'm already gambling on this prediction. Getting into the mindset. Getting into the mindset.
Let's see, I'm gonna...
How do you guys know what color they are? Because when the board's ready, it will update the color. At least in Mark's second.
Yeah, I'll show you. When the board's actually set, it looks like this. So this is the old board, but this is telling us that, where is it? Where's hang? Hang over here is going to be red. I know because it's red. Embassy is going to be blue. I know because it's blue. Cast red. And then the assassins, this black one over here. What was that? Oh. Oh, okay. So, yeah, that's the rundown. I really am just stalling for time because every once in a while stuff's... it's set, it's set.
It's forever. What's up, Coopster? How's it going?
Here we go. Set the new board. New board is in place. I'm going to preemptively prep board 3 so that we don't have this issue. And there we go. Now we're set, and I will take this from you.
You stole it. Thief, give it back.
This is our new board. Limousine's back.
Limousine, we got ham? Are we confirmed hamming up?
Are we confirmed ham? I didn't see ham.
Are we confirmed ham? I'm asking you.
Oh, no, I see no ham.
No! What's even the point of playing this board, chat? What's even the point?
Chloe says, I'm so impressed how clever it is. Thank you, Chloe. It took a lot. So, it's... The payoff is getting to play this with you guys and have it work.
Casino isn't here, but roulette is. I think that's, we'll give that to you, Big Venture. Whatever you gambled, you win it all. You win the house. Congratulations. Disappointed to not see ergonomic? You know what? I am too, Earl. I am too. I want him to have that one, not me.
Well.
This is a bizarre selection of words. They almost always are. They almost always are. What do we, Eureka? Oh. Pendulum. Oh, you know what? I'm happy with this board.
You might be.
I'm happy. Is Ligament on there? Ligament is a tough one. Is there a Ligament? Mark, Olympus Windmill, Link Millionaire. Ligament? Yeah, Ligament is on the board. Ligament, Pendulum, Eureka. Random, Roulette. Mark and Corey need to be in the word list? Absolutely. Well, Mark is in the word list.
I am, actually.
Yeah.
All right.
Kind of messed up.
Let's see. I'm going to go with an interesting one. Let me make sure this doesn't screw me by connecting something else. I don't think so.
Ligament Mary. Are you too young to know Eureka's Castle? Never heard of it. No idea. So possibly.
I'm going to spell a word really wrong, and then... where'd the eraser go? And then you're going to ignore it and simply play the board. Your first hint is going to be Ocarina of Time for 3.
All right, Mark, I missed it. You missed Coopster setting at 6 hand hearts while you were writing.
Yo! Holy moly, thank you so much, Coopster. And JD sent a popular vote. Thank you. And Tedo sent a team cheers. I'm so sorry for missing those. And Coopster sent a heart me. Thank you. So yes, the card is going to, I'm just going to hold it around because I spelled it wrong.
Ocarina of Time. Well, Princess and Link are 2 gimmies. So let's see Link first. That's the most obvious.
Yeah. That is correct. That is 1 of our 9 field agents discovered.
And then Princess Zelda. Let me see Princess.
That is correct as well. Yo, Coopster sent hearts. Thank you. And Aaron Nicole sent a heart me. And Coopster sent 20 roses. Thank you so much. That is 2 of our 9 field agents discovered.
And ship? Was there a ship in Ocarina? What was the number? 3? 3.
Holy moly, at least the star sent a heart me as well. Thank you so much.
So, unemployed people play Legend of Zelda? That's true. I think a lot of people do. Windmill, Wind Waker. He would have just said Wind Waker, though. He wouldn't have said Ocarina of Time.
Yo, Chloe Moon Creation sent a heart me. Coopster sent 4 hearts, and Ree sent a rose. Thank you all so much.
Trunk has the treasures. Spider is a notable enemy in that game. Like, very notable. Pendulum, because clock. That's Majora's Mask! Eureka, because... Yaha!
Yeah. You can pass, or you can go with one of those options listed, or something else.
I think we're just gonna pass. I think we just pass. I don't think we have enough to go off for the final one. Pendulum equals clock equals time. That might be too far of a leap.
Alrighty, it's time to reveal a red one. Alright, this is tough. I'm going to reveal Ship. Ship belongs to the red team.
Okay, good thing it wasn't Ship. Oh yeah, you would have said Wind Waker if you meant Ship, so I'm glad. Coopster says, I fully lit up y'all's gift gallery. It was like a beautiful night sky.
Thank you, Coopster. Very much appreciated. Appreciate the support, as always.
Appreciate seeing you again. Welcome back. Row. Because you row the ocarina. You play the ocarina. It's like a woodwind instrument. Well, it's not. It's literally not woodwind. Ligament, I pulled one playing that game. Yeah, that's what he was going for. Mark's clue makes me think it's probably Ligament.
Oh, come on. What? Maybe.
I feel like Ligament is a little bit, much like your Ligament, of a stretch. Just saying. The game had a lot of bugs. Okay, yeah, now we're spitting. Now we're dice because game. I know it's not a dice game, but still. The clue was Ocarina of Time for 3. We passed. So now we're going to get another clue in a second, but we still need to think of one that we could have missed for Ocarina of Time, the Legend of Zelda game. Hey, listen, in Navi voice. Is hey or listen on the board? Because then that might be spitting. Bug because the game can get a bug. There are bugs in the game, and the game is buggy, as it is a decades-old Zelda game. Undeniably.
Okay. All right.
Dice, church.
We're gonna go with an interesting one here. These are always interesting.
When
okay.
I say pendulum, his face stretched like ligament, so it's ligament and pendulum.
You guys, like, are basically Sherlock.
Dude!
I'm gonna say...
We're doing it!
Driver for 3.
Driver for 3. I don't know enough about Zelda to help. Then help us with this one. Driver for 3. Eureka, I say, as I run the red light. Limousine, limo, jet, limo. Let me see limousine first. I think that's a shoo-in.
That is correct. That is correct. That is 3 of our 9 field agents discovered.
I see jet and trunk are the other 2 that people really, really like. But also, I see a couple people saying, park is interesting too because you park your car when you drive it. I think that might be a little more likely than jet, park, and trunk. Yeah, I'm gonna say park before trunk because park is something you do while you're driving, whereas trunk is just a part of your car. So Mark, show me park.
That is correct. Very nice. 4 of our 9 field agents discovered.
Millionaires have drivers. Okay, yeah. Spider bike. Is Spider on the board? We were talking about it earlier. Spider bike. Yeah, spider bike.
It's spider bike. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, spider bike.
You pulled a ligament while driving?
Oh, trunk. All right, a lot of people want to see trunk. Mark, show me trunk. Ooh.
That is incorrect. Now another
Yikes.
red one will be revealed. I am going to reveal ligament belonging to the red team. And
No!
Corey, your next hint is going to be plane for 0.
It's not jet. Oh my god, Chow, we've been bamboozled twice. It was neither ligament nor jet. No! Give us ligament back, dude. No! We could have believed.
You could go with some old hints. You could just say, I don't know what's going on. Get it out of here.
So it's millionaire, windmill, and row are kind of like the 3 that I'm here. Because row, it's like you're driving the canoe when you're rowing. Millionaire, windmill. I think it's poll time, Mark. First poll of the night.
First poll of the night. Very nice.
First poll of the night, baby. I think it's either going to be windmill, millionaire,
windmill.
Let's do jack for a broken down car. What's the clue? I missed it. It's drive.
Driver.
We'll do windmill, millionaire. Let's do canoe. I think I definitely spelled this wrong. I am. And then last but not least...
Just say canoe?
Canoe. Or sorry, not canoe. Row. Excuse me.
Because that's not on this board.
I'm losing it, Mark.
Yo, Coopster sent a hi April. Thank you so much, Coopster. And Chloe Moon Creation sent a tiny. Thank you.
And lastly, a pass.
Okay. Windmill, millionaire, row, pass. And save. The poll has started. You have 1 minute to make your voices heard. What do you think? The poll will be... Yo, there's a thing on my head.
Whoa.
Yo, Coopster sent a star.
Get out of there.
No, don't get rid of it. No.
I have to capture it. It's a whole plot of Wish.
I have never seen that one before. That was a fun one. Wow.
Somebody in YouTube chat says, let's talk about Jesus instead, thank you. And Mod replied, Jesus isn't one of the cards, unfortunately.
Churches.
Oh, it might be church.
Never know.
It's a sign from God.
That was Jesus typing.
Dude, if it's church, if that winds up being the one, that's crazy. How is YouTube voting? There's a poll on YouTube.
Yes. There's a poll on YouTube.
I didn't even put Spider on the poll. First off, YouTube only lets me put 4 things in the poll, and secondly, I'd have to put SPIDER on the poll. I'm sorry.
Yo, you got lipstick on your face.
What?
Holy moly. Goopster sent a love painting, and Kelsey Weasel sent donuts. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's obviously Jack. Could be. All right, the poll on TikTok is done. 4 votes for windmill, 4 votes for row, 5 votes for pass, 34 votes for millionaire.
Mark, show me millionaire.
Nope. Just a miss though. Not bad, not bad. It is time to reveal yet another one of...
I was confident.
Yet another one of the red ones. We are going to go with... we're gonna go with unemployed. Unemployed belongs to the red team.
No, Mark!
Okay.
Jet, windmill supremacy back on top. What is this game? It is Codenames.
Okay, alright. Oh, I got it. Inspiration has hit. We got this. It's gonna be the best clue ever.
Look at him go.
Everyone's gonna be so happy. They're gonna say, Mark, you're so smart. The hint is... actually, I don't want to phrase it that way. Rotation for 3.
Rotation?
Rotation for 3. Everyone's gonna be like, Mark, this was such a smart hint. I'm so glad you figured this out.
Is it pendulum? No, windmill. Windmill. Yeah, windmill. Yeah, all right, Mark, show me windmill.
Windmill is correct!
Show me windmill.
Sometimes people forget that Wind Waker's a game. I never played any of the old Zelda games. It was time. It was like, oh, Ocarina, time, pendulum. You went, that's a stretch. No, they were dead on. They were spitting. Sorry, I should have revealed that. What?
Roulette? Wait, did you say pendulum? That we haven't guessed that one yet.
Wait, what did you reveal? Oh, windmill. Oh, yeah. Oh well, it happens. I'm delusional right now.
Let's do pendulum first.
Yeah, that one's right. Good job. That is 6. 6 discovered.
And
you went through a lot with the Zelda thing.
Pendulum was going to be one of the ones I was going to talk about next, but chat's saying it. I gotta agree. Roulette's definitely the third one.
Roulette?
Yep.
Let's see it. That is correct.
Woo!
Very nice. You can take an extra hint if you want, or you can pass. We have 2 left.
Mark, we can't take a ligament Mary, so what's even the freaking point, dude? What's even the point? Dryer? Why dryer? And dryer? Dryer's spin, but we already guessed our 3 for spin. Or rotate. Excuse me, rotation. Dryer also works. Chat, if you want me to go for it, we can go for it. Mark?
Do you want to put it to a poll? Or just go for it?
Let's go for it. Show me dryer. Chad, I trusted you. I trusted you.
Time to reveal another red one. Eureka! Eureka is a red one.
No! Spider Mary. Next time. We took the dryer Mary. It did not work out. Also, you know, this bit, the replacing the word we want to choose, replacing hail with the word we want to choose, is so funny because it should be a hail spider or a hail ligament instead of it being the Spider Mary.
Chat, we're gonna get stupid, okay?
Oh, God,
we're gonna get stupid, and you guys are gonna figure it out. We only have 2 left. Pastor for 2.
That Jesus person was spitting. It's church.
Jimmy Jesus. You should have listened.
Mark, take me to church.
Woo! That is correct. That is 8 of our 9 field agents discovered.
Oh my God! Church and booth, confession, booth, spider pastor. That's right. We forgot about the spider pastors. Mark, show me booth.
Nope. And we lose because I have to reveal the last one next. It is dice. So, listen. Who among us, okay, has not had a pastor named Jack?
What are you talking about?
How would you connect Jack to church? I just need to go with a guy, a person, a man named Jack, who is a pastor at the church.
Dude, Ivan feels so justified right now.
Yeah, and the person who said driver, they're like, oh, Jack, because you jack up a car and changing a tire? No, I was thinking the driver could be named Jack too.
So much worse. That's so much worse.
Jack's such a difficult card for this. That defo was a stretch. Spider Mary.
Spider Mary.
Mark, get in the trash.
Quite honestly, I think Spider Pastor made more sense.
I said Jack like a million times. Yes. And the assassin, you already know what it is. But it was Jet.
Oh, shit, really?
That's why I said plain for 0.
Oh.
Yes. Alrighty. Who among us has not forgotten that confession booths exist?
Who among us?
Who among us?
Who among us?
Jack was a great clue for driver, not as a name. I got so tunnel visions thinking, like, all right, Jack, I could say Joe Biden. I don't think I could say anything else. I don't think Joe Biden connects to anything else on this board. Listen, Jack.
That's crazy. When you're trying to come up with clues for Jack, your first thought is Joe Biden.
Yes. That was stuck in my head. I'm like, maybe it'll connect to limousine as well. Maybe.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That corn guy says corn is good, and you know what?
I appreciate your accountability, Mark.
They're so right about that.
All right, it's Corey's turn. The board is prepped. Setting a new board.
The boards can only be more than one word if they're a compound word or a proper noun. It's the only instance they can be more than one word.
Prepping this. All right, to you. To you, good sir. I'm going to erase these old scores. And, you know, these things happen. It's a tough game. It's a tough game.
Oh my god.
Wait, is Worm on the board? Dude, I'm worming out right now.
Worm!
Corey, I'm locked in Worm.
Alright.
Worm out right now.
Ocarina of Time is 3 words. Yeah, so the exceptions is if it's a proper noun, like a name of something, like a video game or a book or a person's name. You can use multiple because it's all encompassed in that proper noun. So Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe is a valid clue because it's the name of a book, so long as you're referencing that book. I wish I had worm vision. Don't we all? Also, we do like compound words. So I'm trying to think of an example. You can't stretch it too much, but I can't even think of an example offhand of a compound word. What's the name of the soundtrack? That's a good question. It is...
I have a compound word for you.
Currently playing is Cheat Code is the name of the song. It's on a playlist, Stream Tunes. That's STREEM Tunes. We found it on Spotify, I believe. It's a royalty-free playlist. Sup, peeps? Sup, chill pup? How are you tonight? Worm extension. Yo, Chill Pups sent 9 roses and 7 roses, 16 total. Thank you so much. And Kayla sent 4 roses. Thank you. And Laura sent a heart me. Thank you so much. Oh, geez, I missed a few of these. Chill Pup sent a goat, 6 roses, and an additional rose. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. I read those a little late.
Woo!
Assassin's probably teenager. Probably. Knowing Corey.
What the fuck, chat? Alright, I got a clue for you. Speaking of compound words, I got one for you.
Yo, Lily sent the heart me. Thank you so much.
I got one for you.
Yes.
Ready? Student loans for 3.
Student loans, that's a valid clue because it's one idea. One idea there. Student loans for 3. Well, teenager. Yeah, that makes sense. Money, is money on this board? It is. Money makes the most sense. Teenager's probably next. Corey, show me money.
Money!
Woo! Thief I saw because American youth are being robbed with predatory student loan practices. Aztec, I agree. Thief, twang, because that's a fun word. Dude, I'm worming out right now. Show me the money. Extension makes a lot of sense. That or teenager, even though we think it's the assassin, I think it makes a lot of sense. I owe a worm $45,000 in loans.
Oh, how'd you cry? How? That's so much! What is a worm selling?
Thief Mary. Circus because we're clowns. Corey, I saw a lot of people saying extension. Show me extension. Holy moly, Coopster sent 245 roses. Thank you so much, Coopster, and a TikTok. or like 20-some TikToks. That's a miss. I'm so sorry, extension enjoyers. That was a miss. Worm, definitely. Pay the worm. Why extension first? Because it's the one that I saw the most of. That I wanted to say teenager first, but I didn't see many people saying teenager.
Alright. I'm gonna show as a red. Drop.
Drop. Okay. Ooh, so not dropping student loans anytime soon.
Huh?
Yo, Coopster sent 65 TikToks. Holy moly. Thank you so much, Coopster.
I can't believe there's so many.
Lottery, because that's the only way you're going to pay student loans off. That makes sense. All right, Paige's Book Talk is now saying teenager. I agree. We'll revisit it. Too kind, Coopster, says Earl of Haas. I agree. Coopster is an amazing supporter of ours. They've been here since pretty much the beginning. Yo, Tedo sent a friendship necklace. Thank you so much, Tedo. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. And holy moly, Chill Pup sent 21 Aprils, and Anita sent It's Corn, and Chill Pup sent a donut. Wow. All right, we're gonna lock in for this board. We think it's Teenager is the one we're missing for student loans. Maybe it could also be Thief, because we are missing 2. Anything else? It could be, somebody was mentioning Lottery. I didn't see that word on the board. Is Lottery on this board? I can't see anything. Sponge, because you could soak up student loans or something like that. I can't see the top left word because of the GIFs. I believe if you clear your display, it might solve that issue. If you're on Android, I think, you swipe to the right to clear display, or an Apple, you press and hold, and the option will come up. Corey, you got a hint for us?
I got one. Storm for 3.
Ooh, Storm for 3.
Storm for 3.
Okay, guys, what happens after a storm? What happens after it rains? Worms. Oh my god, there's something on me. Oh my goodness. Chloe Moon Creation sent a mark of love. That's me, the mark of love.
Oh.
Storm, snow, snow, snow. Yeah, guys, after a storm, worms come to the surface. Worms rise up. That's what happens after it storms.
To the top.
They slither on out of the ground. Snow, snow, worm, Tokyo. Okay, we get it, but also snow. All right, Corey, show me snow.
Snow!
Woo, that is correct. And dude, I can't help it. I'm worming out right now. Corey, show me worm.
You know, I think it's fine because literally anything I said, you're going to justify it to be worm.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. That makes sense. It makes sense for worm. Don't put this on me.
I think that's tough.
Chill Pup sent
That's
6 roses.
tough.
And Tito sent a heart me. Thank you so much. Battery. You get them in games by interacting with lightning. He didn't say lightning, though. He said storm. Storm belt. Oh, storm belt kind of makes sense.
I'm going to reveal. Let's get rid of.
Worm should be banned, maybe. I worm out too much when it's on the board.
Let's get rid of bedbug.
Bedbug, okay.
Worm adjacent.
I'm bed bugging out. How do you play this game? That is a great question. Our mission is to discover all of the blue field agents on this board. There are 9 blue cards for us to discover. How do we do that? Well, Corey is our spy master. He knows which of these cards are which. He knows where the blues are. He knows where the reds are, even the yellows. And his mission is to give us 1-word clues to connect some of these words together so that we can guess them. He'll give a 1-word clue and a number. So he just gave us the clue storm for 3, meaning there were 3 words on this board that he believed were connected to storm that he wanted us to guess. This blue one here was snow, as in snowstorm. We guessed that one. But then we incorrectly guessed worm, because worms come out after a storm. We were wrong on that one. So we are still missing 2 for that. We can consider them later. Teenagers storm away from their parents, put worm back on the board. I hate worm storms. Vision and Storm are both Marvel superheroes. Okay, maybe Vision, but Vision hasn't interacted with Storm much in the MCU. Yo, Chloe Moon Creation sent a hi April. Yo, and Chill Pup sent a Galaxy. Holy moly, thank you so much, Chill Pup. Thank you so much.
So pretty. Thanks, Chill Pop. Are you ready?
Yes.
For 2. Flammable.
Flammable.
You.
Flammable. A plaid shirt is flammable. You can burn a tick. It's the best way to kill them. The circus could go up in flames. Oh, coal. Coal makes more sense than anything I was saying. Corey, show me coal.
Coal!
Let's go. That is 3 of our 9 field agents discovered. Battery, cook. Flammable. Wouldn't you say flame if it was cook? Because you cook over a flame, right? And flame still applies to coal. Maybe it doesn't apply to coal that much. A lot of people are saying cook, battery, everything's flammable if you try hard enough.
What about fire? Can't light that on fire. There's more fire. Just a bigger fire.
Just for that, Corey, show me cook. Was chat cooking?
I was not cooking.
It's a tough board. It's a tough board. Teenager. That's messed up. Also, there are a few gifts that I missed. Chill Pop sent 6 roses and 3 jester cats. Thank you so much, Chill Pop. And Chloe Moon Creation sent an April, in addition to the High April.
All right.
Thank you. Sorry, sometimes I miss these when I'm getting in the moment reading things.
Going to reveal
Tokyo. No, that's a bad one.
tick.
Tick. Tock.
No!
Battery. Maybe it is battery. Batteries are flammable, those lithium-ion things.
I am going to say
Hey, Board Ghost, are you able to let the dog out? Thank you.
I have another one already cooked up. Because unlike the word that we just covered up, I am cooking right now.
Cooking.
Society for 2.
Society. Jokers. Joker on the board. Locked in. Joker.
Society.
Hail Berry. What? Hail Berry equals storm. Wait, really? Okay, is it actually Berry then? Halle Berry. Sorry, I said hail, but it's Halle most likely. Park, Circus, Society. Aztec, the Aztec Society from Paganfoot and YouTube. Teenager, Park. Okay, I'm getting mixed up. I'm gonna set this to a poll. I've had enough. I can't make this decision on my own.
No, all right, tell me what the poll is.
We are going to do Park for the first one. We are going to do Aztecs. Aztec or Aztecs?
Aztec.
What was the other one? Tokyo. And final one, I can add one more. Circus. This is your poll. These are the options you have. It's on you. It's not on me. Vote now. Make your voices be heard. Yo, Laura sent a hi bear. Thank you so much, Laura. And Jillian sent a heart me. Thank you. Love all the support tonight. Teenager. I'll keep teenager in mind, but I ran out of space for it. Yo, Aztec is flying to take the lead over on TikTok.
Aztec Enjoyers over on YouTube as well.
Holy. You wrote Togepi.
Togepi? Pokemon!
It's probably Togepi.
Tokyo, Pokemon, it's all connected.
It's coming together. 15 seconds left in the poll. I'll mention, if you're having fun, if you like participating in this, if you've been enjoying it, please consider giving us a follow. It really does help. Holy moly, there's a cat on your head! Head!
What?
You missed it!
No!
Chill Pop sent kitten kneading. Thank you so much, Chill Pop, and 2 roses.
The cutest little baker in the world.
Alright, the vote is over. Winning by 39 votes is Aztec. Corey, show me Aztec.
Aztec!
Woo! We're living in a society. Aztecs wiped out by storm and fire? Oh, is that true? Write in for teenagers or ham. Teenager really does make sense. We're still missing one for student loans. It's like definitely teenager. Corey, show me teenager.
Teenager!
Woo! Very nice. That is 5 of our 9 field agents discovered.
I've learned my lesson from the other stream.
Togepi, Storm Belt, Circus, Togepi, Flammable battery. Battery for storm and flammable. That makes sense. We have one guess left. Yo, I'm blushing with a crown.
Yo!
Chloe Moon Creation sent a little crown. Thank you so much. I've not seen that one before. That one's very cool.
It's going back between Tokyo and Park as the second pick on YouTube chat.
Yeah, but I'm going with battery. Show me battery. Miss is fine. A miss is fine.
Come on, man. All right, you know what I'm going to reveal?
Yep.
Park.
Oh, wow. So maybe it's Tokyo. Maybe it is Tokyo. Cute, says Chloe Moon Creations. It was a cute little animation. I liked it. It's Def Tokyo. Okay. Actually surprised at that. Me too. It worked for Storm. I like the logic, and it worked for Flammable. But these things happen. This is an interesting one. Teenagers, probably the second one for society. Everyone shut up, my show is on. Welcome in, IDK, it's Selenor. Welcome in, welcome. We are trying to find our final 4 field agents. I think we got this in the bag.
Cheer for Infinite.
Cheer for Infinite. Tokyo, show me Tokyo.
Oh, ma'am.
Woo, very nice, that is 6. 6 or 9 field agents discovered. Cheer for Infinite. Circus? Circus? You cheer at a circus? That makes sense. Root. What does Infinite mean? It means we have unlimited guesses. Circus. Oh, wait. Root makes sense too, because you're rooting for someone. You're cheering. Twang. It means you have unlimited guesses. That's what Infinite means. Circus or root. Root fires are a thing. If he said root, he would say tree, right? Is there anything else that applies to tree? Well, but if it was circus, he'd say clown. Maybe he has made a mistake. Should we go for the ones we were talking about previously, or both? Circus and root? Root and circus? Fair enough. Corey, show me circus.
I would just said clown.
Okay, but if it was root, why didn't you say tree?
I can't elaborate.
Does tree apply to anything else here? Berry? Like maybe he thought we would have meant berry. He could have said, just said like a beet. A beet's a root, right? Maybe he was trying to connect something I'm not thinking of. Maybe it was root and twang. Belt as a storm belt. So I do definitely think that it's belt and berry probably is the one we were talking about before.
I have to reveal a red team right now.
Yes.
Do that? Cool. Get rid of belt.
Not belt, everyone. Good thing. That was the first one of the non-cheer related ones that I was gonna go with. So good thing we did not do that. Well, root definitely. Fair enough. JD sent a team brace. Thank you so much, JD.
Let's try this again. We're gonna go fruit for 0.
It's not Halle Berry as Storm. It is not, in fact, Halle Berry as Storm. That is the assassin. So we are looking for 3 others. We have infinite guesses according to that 0. Show me root.
Root. Can you amber guess why I didn't want to risk tree?
Could have said beer. Beer for infinite.
Oh.
Root beer.
Oh, but then you might have. I can't say anything.
All right. Plaid. Why plaid? Have we talked about plaid once? We have unlimited guesses. We can finish it out right here. So it has to be ones we've talked about already. Vision, because Vision is an MCU character just like Storm. Best we got. Tedo sent marvelous confetti. Holy moly, thank you so much, Tedo. Thank you. Chew. Why chew? All right, I'm just gonna go for it. Cheerleaders wear plaid, maybe. No, they don't. Show me Vision.
Yes!
I would not have got that, and I was even considering the MCU Storm. Just because that little orange robot didn't show up in the Halle Berry movie.
I have something to say about this when the game is over.
Okay.
I can't say it now.
Oh, is it a Marvel Snap synergy? Is that what you're going for? Oh, Vision synergizes with Storm in the hit mobile game Marvel Snap. Available on Apple and Android.
I have so much to say about this card afterwards.
Thief for Society. Pass for now. Come on, we got one left. How many red agents are left?
2.
2. So we could pass for safety. We could pass and definitely end with 1, or we could do a wild Hail Mary. There's only a small chance we lose.
It's only a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's only a 2 and 7 or a 3 and 7 chance you lose the game.
Yeah. Yeah. What do we think, everyone?
Under 50-50.
Plaid Mary. Ham Mary. Push.
What's up, Average Therian?
Push for cheer. Push. Pass. Fine. All right, I'll pass. I'll pass.
I'm gonna reveal.
You know, Plaid Marys.
I'm gonna reveal. What?
We would have instantly lost. We would have instantly lost if we did the Plaid Mary. Twang.
Mark, criminal for one.
Corey. Oh, SpongeBob has been known to dabble
You wanna make SpongeBob?
outside the means.
You wanna make SpongeBob?
If you push the law too much, you could become a criminal. But Corey, show me thief. That is 9. 9 of our field agents discovered. The assassin was Barry.
It was Barry. It was Barry, which is why I'd rather you guess Sarkis than fucking.
That makes sense. Tough board. Tough board.
I'm so angry. I'm so angry. I'm so angry. Okay, Vision. Really? You said that I'm losing my marbles. I'm losing my marbles. I know I'm a Marvel fan. That had nothing to do with it. It was as simple as you don't have as good vision in a storm. It's that fucking simple. I saw people saying it immediately, and you went on this long Marvel tangent that led you to Halle Berry somehow. It got you from Storm. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it.
There's always a way to think yourself into a loss in this game.
Crazy. That's crazy. Also, Thief. Thief was the third one for student loans. Again, a bunch of people said that at the very beginning.
Just because it's predatory loans?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You know, look, I did see people saying it, but those people were Jeremy. So
well, sometimes he's right.
I was like, you know, normally.
No, for cheer, Root was the only one for cheer.
Jeremy also says, I cheer when SpongeBob. So
Root was the fire one. He was the other one that was flammable.
Really? I don't think of roots as burning.
Oh, roots can burn. Well, I didn't say burning. I said flammable.
Flammable. Like those are where the water comes in.
Yeah, you get root fire. Root fires are horrible. Root fires are incredibly dangerous because it could burn down an entire neighborhood. If your roots catch fire, it will go throughout the ground and start like burning the entire neighborhood down.
That's horrifying.
Also, it's wood. So, you know.
Ahem, there were more thief believers. There were. I'm sorry, thief believers. I'm sorry.
God, what did you? When I said society, what was the second one you said after Aztec?
Society, Tokyo. Wait,
there was one in between.
I don't know. Clear the board. Let me see it.
I think
Teenager, maybe for society.
No, I think it was a wrong one. It was Park, I think.
Park. That was one of the ones in the vote. Circus.
Park. Yeah, they're saying Park. Yeah, it was Park. You said Park before Tokyo.
Why was I following a vote or something? Why did I say Park?
I have no idea.
Did I just go, I'm parking out right now. Let's go Park. Is that
I'm saying Tokyo after Tokyo after Tokyo in chat, and you're like, let's do Park. No. God, please.
And in my defense.
No, I covered Park? Then it was something else. There was something you said before Tokyo.
I'm parking out. I have no memory of what that was. Did we start going with like some of the storm ones that we thought? Maybe.
I don't remember.
Maybe we said battery, right?
We got distracted by Togepi. That's right. Yeah. We got distracted.
Togepi goes hard. I used to have a Togepi keychain. Yeah, on my chain. It was dangerous. It would get caught on things a lot. It's not an optimal thing to have on your keychain.
Take the board.
Alrighty.
Oh my god. Capture time.
Capture time.
Worm living pant.
Hello, Average Therian. Good to see you.
How are you doing tonight?
Yo, Chill Pop sent 3 roses. Thank you so much.
You know, I've been getting into competitive Pokemon a lot lately. Been looking at them a lot. Togepi just reminded me of that. Wolf Glick, man. You need to do the Tokyo Rep bits since everyone calls you guys Good Mythical Morning, LM. If I knew what that was, maybe. Do you know what that is, Rhett?
No, I don't.
I can't keep my eyes open. I need to go to sleep then. Just go to bed. Don't fight it. Get an actually good night's sleep.
Yes, a good night's sleep is worth it. Trust me. Let's see. Prep 7. Next. All right, a new board is here. Roulette is back, and I bet it's blue.
You got it.
Maybe. You know, I could have just looked down and see the assassin, but maybe it is blue. You could guess it. Roulette Mary.
All right. You don't know Good Mythical Morning? I do. The Tokyo bit is just after my time. I watched Good Mythical Morning a decade ago, regularly. I don't anymore. Nothing against these guys. I just don't have time for it. Anytime Link says Tokyo, Rhett screams it until he runs out of breath. Tokyo.
I didn't have much breath in. The Tokyo bit is a decade old. Huh.
Okay, I haven't watched Good Mythical Morning in a decade.
Give me that.
You want a marker?
I have a marker.
Wow, doesn't even want to take my marker, guys.
Okay, Buster.
Too good for my marker. Has his own. I didn't know that, to be fair. Listen, that's all I'm saying. I think I can be excused having not watched Good Mythical Morning regularly for almost a decade. I think I can be excused. What is Good Mythical Morning? Red and Link, two guys, just talk.
I need to Google something real quick.
It's a little too wide-ranging of topics for me to nail anything down. It's just two guys chatting, but I wouldn't call it a podcast. That's for sure. No, I wouldn't call it a podcast. I thought you said you didn't know what it was? No, I do know what Good Mythical Morning is. I don't know what the Tokyo bit was. A YouTube channel of guys doing things. I think that is the perfect way to phrase it. Two guys not doing a podcast, got it. I guess by technical definition, it's more of a talk show than a podcast, yeah. I know that sounds like it shouldn't matter in terms of distinction, but I do think that is pretty important. A YouTube about nothing. Where in the US are you from? Somewhere on the East Coast. Mythical Morning was Mark and Corey before they started taking that. Yeah, man. Sure. They test shit out, don't they? Yeah.
I don't like this board. This board sucks.
They do things. Exactly. You're exactly right. They do things, which is not podcast-like. And podcast, it's essentially this. Imagine there's not a board of cards in front of you. It's essentially what I'm doing right now with podcast. Corey describing Good Mythical Morning isn't a game in itself. True. Is this Good Mythical Evening? I wish, man. I wish we could be that good. Good, yeah, Country Mozart, it's more like, we're more like good, reasonable evenings. I haven't been watching as much YouTube as I used to be an absolute fiend on YouTube, spending so much time watching it. I've fallen off recently. Smooth brain Mark, don't think Hallie for Barry, you got us nowhere.
Good to know.
Just smooth brain it. I haven't been watching as much YouTube as I normally do. I want to start getting so many good content creators. My YouTube subscriber page is probably a nightmare for some of you, because I think I easily am subscribed to over 500 channels on YouTube. It's not even, I don't regularly watch those people all the time. It's just my quick access way to get back to those channels. This is the only thing I watch on YouTube lately? Hell yeah.
Alright, I got a hint for you. It's gonna be an interesting one. It's a little bit of a stretch. We're gonna figure it out, okay? Boston Dynamics for 3.
Boston Dynamics. Where's Robot? Is that on the board? Queen, Yard, Watermelon. Ooh, Figment. Deep. Robot's on the board. Chat, it's so Robot. It's so Robot. Mark, I'm not even gonna let Chat get it in. Show me Robot.
That is correct. Very nice. That is one of our 9 field agents discovered.
C. Compound. Is it the Boston Dynamics compound? Is that what it's called? Is that what it's referred to? Conductor. You're conducting the robots. Compound. I'm seeing some compounds. Why did the train driver get struck by lightning? He was a good conductor. Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Maybe.
Dance roulette. Lawnmower. I'm gonna go with. Chat. The only one chat seems to like at any amount is compound. So Mark, let's do that. Show me compound.
That is a miss.
That's fine.
Unfortunate. I need the eraser.
That's Boston Dynamics.
Yes. Boston Dynamics for 3. I ran out of room for the S.
Boston Dynamic C.
Let's see. It is time for me to reveal one of the dreaded red field agents.
What is Boston Dynamics? It's a company that makes robots.
They're
very famous for how lifelike their robots move.
I'm going to reveal
Conductor.
Scuff.
Scuff. Like every time we go live. Scuff. Lifelike sleep. Is sheep on the board? Sleep's on the board. Do androids dream of electric sheep? It's size dynamic? It's supposed to. Deep like deep learning? Okay. Went from tea parties to dynamic robots. Fair. They really leveled up in their process. Car because they're owned by a motor group? Are they? Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, every time Boston Dynamics comes out with a new drop, their displays is the new generation of robots is scary. It is terrifying to see how much more lifelike it is.
I'm going to go with an interesting one. I'm going to see if people can figure this one out. We are going to say patch for 3.
Patch for 3. The previous clue was Boston Dynamics. The current clue is patch. Conductor because the robot has someone controlling it. Pants. And the Boston Dynamics robot could wear pants. Mark, show me pants.
That is correct. That is 2 of our 9 field agents discovered. Not bad, not bad.
Seal. Chat like seal. Could you seal something with a patch? Mark, show me seal.
Where's Seal on this board?
Seal for sure.
It's going for a watermelon patch. And the third one, which is a little risky, was when you patch your computer, you have to like sleep it. So sleep.
That was the risky one?
I mean, honestly, I was thinking animal. I did not consider the seal in the other meaning. Mark through. I want you to take a look at this board. The words I had to connect: watermelon, check, dance. Dance is one for Boston Dynamics to make those robots dance. Lollipop,
no.
sleep, cross, car. This was an insane board to find any connections at all. And the fact that I could connect patching your pants and a watermelon patch at all was something to me.
And with that, Anita's out. Good night.
Good night, Anita. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you.
There's no ham, man.
A watermelon patch. Yeah, it's like a pumpkin patch, but it's where watermelons grow. I believe that is correct terminology. It would be a patch.
Yeah, Mark's got to go back to back for this one. You need to redeem yourself.
All right, I'll do another one.
That was tough.
I'll do another one.
Chat, sometimes it happens.
I'll set a new board.
Sometimes you forget words have second meanings.
Sometimes you forget words.
Sometimes you forget words.
These things happen.
Sometimes you're just dog.
All right, new board is set. I'm going again. We got a new one. A lot of repeats here, but that's okay.
Do we have ham? Ham spotting.
Do we have ham?
I can confirm there is no ham.
It's messed up. That's messed up.
Sometimes we forget ham is a food.
Do we?
Exactly, Tay. We have 2 ice? 2 ice!
Do we have 2 ice again?
2 ice again.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I need to go through. There's obviously multiple ices on this board. One of the ices will become a ham. Which one do you want?
Oh, man.
Wait, is this the first board we did This is the first board.
Oh, that's why.
Okay, all right, so here we go. Different board, different board. Ignore that, it never happens.
Oh, no! New ham? Any ham on this one? Any ham on this one? No ham.
No ham.
No ham. You scammed chat out of ham.
Scammed and hammed, what can I say?
Scam and ham. Bob and Bill. Is Bob on this board? Bob is! And Bill! And Bib. Bib, Bob, Bill.
Bob, Bill. Maybe that's it.
You got Bob and Bill on this board. The hint, Jet X for 2. Ham Scam. They call him Jimmy Ham Scam. I can't believe you would scam them out of ham like that. It's starting to turn into a whole ass Dr. Seuss book at this point.
Wow.
Rampon for 2.
Okay. All right, this isn't necessarily an easy one either.
Same board as earlier. Red on blue team. I don't think we had this board before, did we? I don't recognize most of these words.
This is a new board. This is definitely a new board.
That might be the old message then. Bob, Bill, Iron, and Candy. Man for 4. I love that. Let's see what else we got. Olympian, garbage, Egypt, spotlight, pastry. I could go for a pastry right now. Delete the score. The blue lines. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, thank you.
We gotta put Mark back to where he started here. Favorite series at the moment? Oh God, what have I been watching? Oh, right now I'm going through Daredevil. I've been watching that. Daredevil Born Again. And also I've gone back and rewatched the previous Daredevils. So that's my favorite series I'm watching at the moment. Daredevil Born Again. Oh, so good. Love it. Severance. I want to watch Severance so badly. I've seen the first episode. I refuse to give Apple even an iota of money. No spoilers, no worry, I got you. Watching OG Daredevil for the first time, oh, that's also good. I'm watching OG Daredevil as I'm watching this, and I gotta say, no one's better. Slow for 3, red, stoplight, and crash.
All right, I need to start small. I don't need to come up with 3 hints every single time. I'm just
Go small. Give yourself extra time.
go small. I'm going to go with. Let's see. How do you even spell this? Eminem for 2.
Eminem, like the rapper or the candy? The rapper! Alright, where's white? Is that on the board? I don't see it.
Pastry kind of looks like pasty.
Oh, okay, alright. Lyrics, candy, lyrics, candy, lyrics. It's gotta be lyrics first because he spelt it like that and not with the ampersand. So, Mark, show me lyrics.
That is correct. Very nice. That is 1 of our blue field agents discovered.
And I do, even though it's not written with the ampersand, I do like candy because Eminem is a candy. Mark, show me candy.
I really wish I could have remembered Eminem's real name. It was Marshall something. It was Marshall something. Oh, what? Eminem?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, Mathers.
Marshall Mathers.
Well, Marshall does matter.
Well, time to reveal another red one. I'm going to reveal Stoplight.
Stoplight.
Stoplight belongs to the red team.
Slow for 3 cannot be. It was Star. Yeah, I can see Star here. But here's the thing. Right? If it was Star, he could have went with literally any musician. Marshall Lives Mathers. So, is there any? I'm not a big Eminem guy. All right. So if there are any Eminem, any people who enjoy Eminem and know something better, let me know. Does he like Eminem? If not, then garbage. Mark, do you like Eminem?
Like in Rap God when he goes skibbity, skabbity, skibbity, skibbity, skibbity. Giant for 3.
That's... Come on, man.
He goes, I'm the scat man.
Give it up. Iron Giant. Yeah, give me Iron, Mark.
That is correct. Very nice. 2 of our 9 field agents discovered.
Let's go with Canada. Is there a Canadian team called the Giants? Olympians are giant. Red Giant. What is a red giant? Am I forgetting something? Is that a thing?
It's a type of star.
Oh, Mark, show me red. I can't blame you too much on that one because I didn't know what it was. So I can't be that mad at that one.
It's a type of star.
I can't.
Red giant is a type of star.
That is fucked up that you were able to give the explanation on what it is.
No, yeah. They give the explanation.
That's...
That red giant is a star.
Mark, we're supposed to be on the same team. Mark.
Yeah.
We gotta work together.
Time to reveal another red one.
That was on Corey. What do you mean?
I'm gonna reveal Palace. Palace belonging to the red team.
All right. He did in fact show me red.
All right, let's go for another. Well, this was supposed to be our redemption round. What the hell's going on?
Star, chat. We're gonna lock it in. We're gonna lock that one in. That one's it. We're putting it in the chamber, ready to go. We have Star locked and loaded. We did tell Mark to be smooth brain this round. That is true. It is on your guys'. It's on you. You told him to be smooth brain. He's turned everything off up there. Blunt is good as Eminem is blunt. Blunt. Okay. I like it. It would be more Eminem specific than Star.
Consume for 3.
You consume the blunt.
You consume the blunt.
Chat, what are we thinking? That works.
The undercover cop trying to fit in.
All right, that's probably more sensible. Mark, show me pastry.
That is correct. Very nice. That is 3 of our blue field agents discovered.
Bib. You wear a bib when you consume constrictor garbage. I don't know if I consume garbage.
I do.
I don't know if I consume garbage. I'm sure it's knee for Eminem because he took the knee. Mark, how's your Eminem history knowledge looking? Is it good? Is it bad? So bad?
It's Eminem quote.
Egypt, we consume Egypt. All right, yeah.
It's simple. We eat Egypt.
Not bib, it was autocorrect. Not bib, gotcha. Because they have food. Yeah. Garbage is consumer waste. Aisle for a grocery store. Trip when consuming a blunt.
No, they're spitting. They figured it out.
I'm gonna say I like garbage. Garbage sounds pretty good. After you consume stuff, there is garbage. Junk food is considered garbage. I like garbage. But before we say anything, I did mention Star. Do we want to do Star before garbage, or have we gone off Star completely? I see a Star.
I like garbage. Garbage sounds good.
Star. Yes, Star before garbage. Star. Mark, show me Star.
A red giant is a type of star. Oh!
Well, was that actually the terminology and you just didn't see red on the board?
Yep.
That's tough. That's so tough.
You said red. You're like, why red? I went, oh, it's because a red giant. It's a type of star. Which is what I was going for.
Mark looks nervous at us saying garbage. I think that's just Mark's face.
I think that, you can take what you want out of it, but I'm also looking at a tie game between blue and red.
Dr. Facilier says, I just want to point out on nights where both hosts wear plaid, scores are lower. Well, that's because we wear plaid almost every night.
I
Scores
don't.
are always low.
I don't. I only own a few plaid shirts. Only my long sleeve shirts are plaid.
Fair enough. Garbage, chat. Do we want garbage or blunt? I like consume leads to garbage.
Oh, is it between McLovin and Mohammed?
Yes, say that. Yes, garbage. Mark, show me the assassin. Garbage. Oh, fuck, it was. It fucking...
Do you consume garbage? Do you consume garbage,
Chad,
Corey?
it's completely pre-recorded. Everything you see here is completely
If you're about to
pre-recorded.
consume something, and you're also a baby, maybe you'd put on a bib.
What the fuck do you mean? What do you mean maybe you put on a bib, dude?
You put on a bib when you eat things, when you consume, when you consume!
I think we were still missing 2 for consume anyway.
Yeah, it was bib. Bib
Yep.
was the one you were missing, and the other was constrictor, a boa constrictor.
Okay, yeah. I guess he was nervous when talking about garbage. Yeah. you
Yeah, I was. I was holding the poker because I'm like, it's fucking over. It's Jover.
It's so fucking Jover right
fucking
now,
Jover.
man.
This was a tough one.
This is what happens when I take a night off, yeah. I go work on some back-end stuff for one night, come back.
Bob was also one of ours, and Lag. So this was an instance of me getting tunnel vision when it came to the Eminem thing. I saw lyrics. I'm like, I need a specifically lyrical musician. I can't just name any musician. Eminem came to mind. I'm like, okay, that works for Star. I was trying to see if it could connect to anything else. I'm like, I've been waiting too long. I just need to smooth brain it and say the first lyrical musician I thought of, which was Eminem. Then people went Candy, and I went, that's on the board too? I went, that's on the board too? I could have chosen anyone. Anyone else. Bob was one of ours too. Are there any musicians named Bob that I could have conveyed without just saying their name?
Seeger.
Who?
Bob Seeger.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Well, Bob Marley as well. Bob Dylan.
Actually, I asked Wavelength. Marley. If I said Marley for 3, would you guys have gotten Lyric and Star?
Definitely would have got Star, I think.
Really?
Yeah, because Bob Marley's a star.
Would you have even known I was talking about Bob Marley?
Yeah, that's a good point. We would have said Blunt.
Yeah, you would have said.
Good point. We would have said Blunt.
Said Blunt.
It's another Eminem Candy situation.
Okay. Well, do you want to try some Wavelength?
We can go Wavelength, a little Wavelength angle. Clearly, we're not nailing the code names today.
It happens. It happens. All right, I'll put Wavelength away, and we will move on to some code name. Not code names. Wavelength.
Wavelength.
Woo.
As a Jamaican, I definitely would have said Blunt. Look, it's an Eminem and Candy situation. Didn't see it on the board.
And is Bob Marley like a specifically lyrical musician?
I think you could have said any musician, and somebody would have said lyric.
Okay, I guess that's fair enough.
Because, you know, lyrics are when you sing. I don't think it's that deep, bro.
Okay. Okay.
I don't like Wavelength, I don't think. Well, you gotta learn for sure.
Yes, the only way to learn is to play Wavelength right now. That's what they say.
They say that.
It's an old saying.
It's true. They do be saying
I
that.
think it was like Mr. Miyagi or something who said that.
Mr. Miyagi said, oh, wavelength on, wavelength off. True.
Set dial right, set dial left. This is how you must learn.
Mr. Miyagi, I don't get it. Why do you keep having me set the dial left and right?
It's for grabbing his opponent's nipple. Okay.
Daniel-san, it is
right.
humiliation tactic.
Alright, first card we're going to start with is Not a Sandwich, a Sandwich. If you are new to Wavelength, how this works is we do cards that give a range, such as Not a Sandwich to a Sandwich. Love Wavelength because of you guys. Oh, thank you, Aaron Nicole. So we mix up this board. One of us will be closing our eyes, the other will be looking, and we reveal it. You guys will see the board, the person who's giving the clues will see the board, but the other will not. And using this range, not a sandwich, or sandwich over here, not a sandwich over here, we would give the other person a hint to try to get them to put the red dial right onto this blue 4. So we want something that would be pretty much a sandwich, but not maxed out sandwich. I might say like a meatball sub. That might be my guess, but I consider that a sandwich. I understand why some people might not. I'm seeing a lot of people say burger for this one. That would also be a good one.
Yes.
So that's something that's definitely sandwich-like, but not fully maxed out. So,
Not like a Reuben.
that is how the game works. If you're still confused, there's a pinned video on TikTok that explains it, or one of our TikTok shorts explains it as well. Oreo. What was the 4 count yesterday? We got 5 4s in a row playing with Alston yesterday.
Wow.
It was quite
We
amazing.
will not do anywhere near that good now. Calling it.
Also, I should mention, I haven't been mentioning it much. If we manage to get to 100,000 likes on TikTok tonight, or 50 likes on YouTube, we'll be doing a round of The Price is Wrong!
Oh.
It's our own custom minigame similar to The Price is Right, but we use weird Facebook Marketplace items, such as Nissan Altima beige driver's side door handle signed by George Washington.
Signed by George Washington. Authentic.
Also, I'm so sorry I fell behind on some of these. Jenna sent a heart me, Bunny May sent a heart me, and Matthew Watson sent a rose. Thank you so much, everyone. We really appreciate all the support tonight. Yay, Price is Wrong. It's a fun one.
It's a thinking man's game.
I am mixing up the board. We have 7 cards that we are starting with. We're going to work through them one by one. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. We need to give Corey a hint to get him to put the red dial right onto this blue 4. Carissa says, do you go live every day? Every weekday. Every weekday, usually at 6, but tomorrow we're going live early. We're going live at noon Eastern Time, New York time, or 5 p.m. London time.
To make things simpler, if you normally see us live at whatever time we'll be live 6 hours sooner.
Corey, you may look.
So when it's 6 hours sooner of whatever time you're at, we'll be live.
Coopster in all caps says, Reuben, no other hints.
All right, well.
And, you know, Coopster's been a massive supporter of this channel for a long time. They're up here on the Patreon supporter list, right at the top. Who am I to say no? They said, Reuben, no other hints. I normally take 3.
Stop the count.
I stop the count. I usually take 3, but today you're just getting Reuben.
That is the one I said as maxed out sandwich. Reuben.
Let's reveal it.
No freaking way! Whoa!
That is a perfect 4 to start us off. Very nice. I would have said PB&J too. That's one of my maxed out ones. What is a Reuben? It's a
Don't do that to me.
okay. It's a sandwich made from pig material. Ham, right? No, pork. Pork. That's the pig material. It has Thousand Island dressing. That's the big part about it. It's a sandwich, the best sandwich ever. I do really like Reubens. Pastrami. Okay.
Can I out myself?
Yeah.
Never had a Reuben.
Whoa!
Not once. I'm the one who said Reuben
Whoa.
too. It's just whenever I hear somebody give a sandwich example, Reuben's always the first one said.
So, one of our friends who helps me develop code sometimes for this stuff, we went to visit them at their college once, and we went to a restaurant, and I sat down at the ripe age of like 20. I had my first ever Reuben. I'm like, this is the best sandwich to ever exist. But I would only ever get it at the restaurant that we were at when visiting their college.
Well, you see, I would never eat a Reuben because, on God, I respect the pig from Minecraft Story Mode, and I could never eat him.
Yes. Amber Rose sent 25 roses. Thank you so much, Amber Rose.
Mark, isn't the score 4, not 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fix that. No. In cooperative wavelength, which is what we're playing, when we score a 4, it is only worth 3 points. Now you may be asking yourself, why is that the case? Why could that be? Well, instead of being worth 4 points, the benefit of scoring a 4 is we take another card and we add it to the stack, extending the game, giving us more opportunities to score. Just ham and Thousand Island. Apparently it's pastrami and Thousand Island. So, Thousand Island is a big factor. There might be some other things on it too. So yes, we are at 7 cards remaining. That is why the score is 3. It's gonna be Corey's turn to spin up the board. Let me get you a new card.
Give me a good one, man.
Yeah, you get a bad one, actually.
Okay.
Oops. You get the same one as before. You get cheap to expensive.
Cheap to expensive.
Cheap to expensive.
Whoa! All right, hide it up.
Cheap.
No, it's corned beef, Mark. Reuben's corned beef.
Oh, you're correct. Trevor said corned beef, 100% correct. Thank you. I could not remember what it was for the life of me. Yes.
corned beef, Thousand Island, and sauerkraut.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the sauerkraut.
Chat, cheap to expensive, that is where the blue 4 is. I want 3 clues. I'll take them from YouTube and from TikTok. I want 3 clues I can give to Mark. Cheap, expensive. Cheap. Give me some clues. Boom. Close up the board. Mark, you can look. I'm gonna say, Mark. First hint, eggs.
Yeah, probably where I have it.
Okay, alright.
Okay, eggs have gotten pretty expensive as of late. If you're looking at eggs within the context of historical prices of eggs, they're very expensive right now. But that being said, they're still, you know, under probably like $10 or so. So it's probably, they're expensive, but they're cheap. So it's probably in the middle.
Probably in the middle? Okay. Next one I got for you, used car.
Used car. Maybe a little cheap. Maybe a little cheap.
And someone, I don't know if I want to read. Let's go with, you know what, in a similar vein, let's go for gas.
Back to the expensive side. Gas be hurting nowadays.
It's gone up like 30 cents in the past couple weeks.
Yeah, I had to refill recently. I'm like, oh, that little number is still going. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a bit expensive. Eggs, used car.
Gas, fuel, same thing.
Gas, fuel, same thing. I'm gonna tick up a little bit more. All right, I'm locked in right there.
You're locked in? Time to reveal.
Call it fuel here. I think that's synonymous.
Cheap to expensive.
You got me with gas. You got me with gas.
See, I like the logic behind gas because it's like 1 gallon of gas in the grand scheme of things is pretty cheap. Like a couple bucks, all right? But then you fill up a whole gallon, you know, that's expensive.
The issue is I've never needed 1 gallon of gas.
Yeah, I know. Well, you have never filled up your tractor before.
What?
It's true.
Yes, I have.
No.
What do you mean? First off, I don't know what that means. Second off, yes, I have. I don't know. Okay.
You haven't lived until you've gotten 1 gallon of gas from the gas station.
You haven't lived. You take a little styrofoam cup to the gas station, get a little squirt of gas, and be twirling that thing on the way home.
I remember a story a friend of ours told us, if you remember the one I'm thinking of, where they ran out of gas on the way home. And
that was me.
That was you?
Yeah, taking home our producer friend.
Oh yeah, I thought
Yeah.
that was a different one of our friends.
No, that was me.
Well, tell the story then.
I ran out of gas. Unless we're talking about a different story.
We're talking about a different story.
Okay.
I believe it was our friend. I believe it was Braden.
Okay.
I'll leak the name.
Name reveal.
Our friend Braden. They ran out of gas and they needed to refill their tank. But the only thing they had on hand to refill their tank was an empty 2-liter of Mountain Dew.
Okay, that's definitely a Braden story, not a Mark story.
So they went to the gas station, filled it up, and then had to sprint back to their car before he chewed through the Mountain Dew container.
That's the Braden story. All right, well, that is 0 points. Unfortunate. Our next card is going to be easy to kill, hard to kill.
Yeah.
Gas in a foam cup is a bad idea, lol.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. That's
Not if you're quick. If you have the right swishing method.
Mark, that's not the problem with it. You'd find that recipe in a cookbook is all I'm saying.
Secret scream, here we come. Alrighty, let's reveal it. This 4 right here is what we were aiming for. The card is easy to kill, hard to kill. UK prices are the equivalent of $7 per gallon? Jesus Christ. Good thing the UK is like the size of downtown LA, like in total. So you can just walk everywhere.
That's true. The UK mind cannot comprehend commuting for an hour to work every day.
Yeah, UK enjoyers, I know commuting distances in America seem wild to you. For my summer job and a job that I've worked previous summers and many times before, it was a 3-hour commute both ways. It was more like 2 hours and 45 minutes going there because it was like 5 a.m. There's no traffic, and then up to 3.5 hours on the way home every single day. Why? Because this place is huge, and sometimes there's work like on the other side of the city, and you just gotta go there.
It's true.
Yeah, it wasn't even one state away. It was in the same state. All right, Corey, you may look.
Woo!
Easy to kill, hard to kill. Got some interesting ones.
All right.
I really like roaches from Coopster.
Hard to kill. Hard to kill those roaches. They live through everything. They survive.
Easy to kill, hard to kill. I also like bees from Juliet.
Bees? Well, bees are incredible. Bees are the most hard to kill thing, because why would you kill a bee? Why would you do that? The poor innocent bee just wanted to pollinate. You kill him? That's fucked up. I couldn't bring myself to it. So it's hard. But that being said, these are insects, so, you know, they are manageable.
Final one from Anne's. This is a good one. Game villains.
Oh, that's, okay, that puts me on the easier to kill side, because, you know, Bowser, you know, swing around, throw him off the cliff a little bit. Easy, super easy, all right? That being said, unless you're playing a Dark Souls game, in which case, you know, crank that a little bit up. But because game boss difficulty can be so from easy to hard to easy, it's supposed to be a challenge for you to beat a boss. We'll put it right in the middle.
Right in the middle. Okay.
I'm gonna lock it in there.
Locked in right there. Easy to kill, hard to kill. Video game bosses, roaches, and bees. Ooh. It's right in the middle, slightly towards hard to kill. Yeah, roaches specifically, they're a big target. You know, they are relatively easy to kill.
But that's like their whole thing. The whole thing about roaches is that they're hard to kill. That's like their entire brand.
That's fair. I was more picturing there's one in front of me. I'm going up against it. Like, it ain't surviving my fist.
Oh, no, it is.
It's surviving, you know.
It is, trust me.
A nuclear explosion, but not my fist.
Oh, survive your fist. It'll come back for you, too.
That's
Finish you off.
That one's not true. That's a lie. Well, that is 0 points, and we are down to 5 cards remaining in this round of cooperative wavelength.
Your entire brand is they were disgusting. That's not wrong either. You can have multiple things be a part of your brand.
They worked hard for that branding.
Disgusting and hard to kill, I think, is a good way to describe myself as well. You know, but that's what we strive for these days.
All right, so the card is going to be local issue, global issue. This is an interesting one. Also, as I spin it up, I'll mention, if you're watching and you're currently enjoying it, if you're having fun playing along with these games, Codenames and Wavelength, please consider giving us a follow. It really does help out the channel. We are doing our best to get to 10,000 followers on TikTok, and if you want to be a part of that, hey, you can be one of the first 10K, and you'll have that badge forever. Pretty cool, pretty cool. They should rebrand. Hello, Mary. Good to see you.
I'll reach out to their PR agent about that. I'm sure they'd be interested in that proposal.
Breaking. Roaches canceled for being disgusting. All right. Local issue, global issue. I got to respin. That 4 is not visible.
How could you bait me like this?
Alrighty. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. This 4 right here is the target. Eek. Didn't focus you. We need to give Corey a hint to get him to put the red dial right onto that blue 4. This is an interesting one. All right, we got some good ones coming in. Okay, we got some good ones coming in. Closing up the board, Corey, you may look. First hint from Country Mozart. What to wash first in the shower?
That's pretty local. That's pretty local. Nobody. I don't think.
Lisa says your brother taking the last dessert.
That's pretty local. I don't think Jimmy in China over there is going to be caring much about what I'm washing first in the shower, all right? I think he's going to sleep pretty soundly, not really caring about that.
Welcome back, Darcy. Good to see you. And last one from that otter, mosquito bite you. A mosquito
all right,
bites
I think this is maxed out local issue. I'm just going to leave it. I'm not even going to tick it up. I'm not even going to waste your time.
Let's see it. Is he correct? He is! That is correct! guys, that is a 4. Don't say we're washed. Not yet, maybe a little.
Maybe a little bit.
I think I forgot to remove a card before, but we scored a 4, which in cooperative wavelength is worth 3 points, as many of you know. Why is that the case? Well, the benefit, instead of being worth 4 points, is we take another card and we add it to the stack, extending the game, giving us more opportunities to score. We would have been at 3 cards remaining in this round, but we are instead at 4. Very nice. I was in an earthquake yesterday. Oh, that's scary. Hope you're all right. You forgot to add a point. No! We're a Rhett and Link from yesterday. I liked them better.
Come on, man.
Yesterday was Mark and Austin, so Rhett and Link was 2 days ago. They only stopped by for April 1st, unfortunately. Alrighty, our next one. It's gonna be my turn to set the dial. Corey, your card is going to be Failure to Masterpiece.
Failure to me. Go, send it. Woo! Chat, we're on that.
Austin emerged from his cocoon yesterday to join us.
Ooh, gonna tick that up in the middle. Failure to Masterpiece. Just kidding. Me, Masterpiece. Yesterday was the hair duo. Absolutely true. Failure to Masterpiece. Chat, that right there is where the blue 4 is. Failure, Masterpiece. Give me some clues. I want 3 of them. Give me. I'm greedy. I want all the clues. Give me all the clues. Failure to Masterpiece. Close up the board. Mark, you can look. I'm going to say. Let's go. Let me. Mind if I steal this?
Go ahead.
Where's your mouse? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna see this one. Yes, that's what it was. First, I'm gonna say movie sequels.
Ooh, movie sequels. Spider-Man 2, a masterpiece. Any other examples of them being masterpieces? Godfather Part 2, masterpiece. Anything else is probably over here. Any other series? Yo, Kayla sent a heart me. Thank you so much, Kayla.
Ooh, and that one? Your 4th grade art project.
Okay, alright, that one was bumping. That one was pretty good.
Bumping, man.
No, it's gonna be a how could you reasonably call something a 4th grader made a failure? That's my question. I think that's unfair. I think by the nature of them being in 4th grade, anything that they make in art to express themselves is going to be a little bit of a masterpiece. That's clearly not what you're going for. You're comparing it to Eminem or whatever, so it's going to be a bit of a failure. Not too much, I think it's middling. I think most sequels are middling too.
Last one I got for you, overbaked brownies.
Dude, those are so good. Why? Those are so good. Why are you giving me masterpiece clues? Why are you giving me masterpiece clues? I know for a fact it's over on the failure side, but everything you gave me was a masterpiece clue. The crispy brownies, yum.
Did I say crispy brownies?
You said overbaked. Overbaked makes them crispy. I'll eat overbaked brownies. I'll also eat raw brownies. I'll eat in the middle brownies too. You gave, that's a bad hint.
Bro will eat the concept of brownies.
Dude, I love brownies so much. In fact, probably normally cooked brownies are my least favorite variant.
That's insane!
Yeah, I love when they're mushy and brown, or when they're crispy and overcooked. Overbaked and underbaked is better than normal. Thank you! That is what I was saying. Mark loves brownies more than worms. I don't know how this randomly started that I liked worms.
Mark likes worms, he's a worm guy.
Okay. These are all failures.
Mark just eat pure go-go powder at this point. I've seen him do it.
I think you're lying, but I have done it. He's lying about seeing me do it, but I've done it. All right, I can't say these are too much of a failure. It's just a little bit to the failure side. I'm locked right here.
You're locked in. That was the easiest, like, Hail Mary of my life. Like, that was the easiest I could say that and knew I was going to be right.
Worming out.
All right. Brownies more than pocket eggs? Almost definitely. All right, let's see.
You can't keep a brownie in your pocket, though. Would he continue these streams if Corey was a worm?
You better not.
That'd be messed up, honestly.
Messed up, dude. All right, failure to masterpiece.
Let's go. That is a 3 from my eyes. I'll hold it up a little closer so the people can decide. That is a 3. Very nice. I had to push a little bit more towards failure, but I couldn't do it. Not the 4th grade me. What they made was art.
Look, what you did as a 4th grader, you look back now, it's always going to be a horrible, horrible failure. However, you made it. 4th grade you.
Yeah, but they were evil too. I did fail to consider that.
That's true. That is true. What we got? I gotta go. You keep randomizing them.
Yeah.
Just pick one, greedy.
Okay. All right, Buster. You're gonna do underrated weapon, overrated weapon.
All right. I love that one. It's a great one.
All right.
This isn't a problem for me.
Underrated weapon, overrated weapon. Coopster asked, Corey, was that chuckle early at my trigger comment?
That was, yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
My early chuckle was from Dr. Racillier's comment of tonight's code names for failure to masterpiece. Weapon to defend or attack? Both. Just a general weapon. Would you still love me if I was a worm? It's
gonna be harder for you to watch our streams if you're a worm. So.
How are you going to tap the like button if you're a worm? Also, any worms in chat, if you would mind giving us a follow, it really does help out. If you follow right now, I will know for a fact that you are a worm and capable of supporting.
You're only allowed to follow if you're a worm.
Yes.
All right. Don't be pretending.
If you're not a worm, don't bother. Okay, I'll know the difference. I have my worm ways.
The first only channel with 10,000 worms.
I think we lost a subscriber after that read. I think we genuinely had someone unfollow. That's hilarious. Underrated weapon, overrated weapon.
We count those two.
All right, Corey, you may look. Underrated weapon, overrated weapon. We got some worm emojis in YouTube chat. This is an interesting one. I don't know how you interpret this. Specifically, Indiana Jones's whip from Country Mozart.
I mean, it's underrated. It's the greatest of all time. It's fantastic. It's so versatile. It can be used so much. That being said, Indiana Jones is a very popular movie, so it can't be too underrated.
Here's a great one, depending on how you interpret it. Lewis says, your head.
Is this like a headbutt kind of situation, or is
I'm talking about headbutt. Okay, that is what I'm referring to.
Or is this like a using your head is the greatest mind of all because we are an intelligent thinking species?
Headbutt.
All right.
Oh no, secret stream. We got flagged for alcohol, tobacco, and drugs. What the hell? Live restricted for some audiences.
Oh,
Guys, it's a secret stream.
It took them long enough.
What the heck, everyone? Who snitched?
Who snitched? Who did it? All right, your head. It's not a good one.
It was that worm who unsubscribed.
God, that freaking worm, dude. That worm. He pinned it on us. Damn it.
It was Bob Marley. I guess I don't even know. Oh, the words weapons are on stream. Do you think that might have something to do with it?
It's literally never before though.
I know. It's either weapon or all the time we talked about.
People are spamming a bunch of weapons in chat.
But it's never been a problem before.
All right, final hint, AK-47.
All right.
Your head, AK-47, and Indiana Jones's whip.
Oh God, AK-47. I feel like it's gotta be slightly overrated. AK-47 is the only one that makes me want to say overrated, but I think it's just slightly. Those are all very good things. Mark, I'm locked in. Tend it.
Locked in. Let's see it. Oh, it was overrated. Yeah, my logic was Indiana Jones is just such a popular character, and also, you don't know how to correctly use a whip. Kelly sent a heart me. Thank you so much, Kelly.
You don't know me, pal, all right?
Also, you're going to watch our viewership plummet as you just got a notification from TikTok that our stream was restricted due to drug and weapon mentions. So, you may never see us again. If you want to see us, please follow. It's the best we have. You may never see us again. The TikTok overlords have banned us. The worms are rats in disguise.
Dang it!
And the headbutt one was actually following a similar logic of a lot of people think a headbutt is a good attack. you're gonna give yourself a concussion, dude. That cannot be your go-to attack. And it's very popular in a lot of like pop culture things, like Demon Slayer specifically. He's known for his headbutt.
You gotta be careful, right, with the headbutt, because the way it works is this part of your skull is very, very thick. It's the strongest part.
Good idea.
Which is why whenever you headbutt someone, you have to make sure you aim for their soft face. Because that doesn't really have much resistance and it'll do a lot of damage. Headbutt anywhere else, you're just as screwed as they are. Headbutt the face, you're good. Remember that.
Restricted on one of the last lives for TikTok might be bad. Might want to remove the card though. Yeah, we just removed it. I would cycle stream, but we're probably wrapping up after this game anyway.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna run with it. Those of you who are left, thank you for sticking around.
Crew, all right?
Yeah, you're a part of the elite secret crew.
Say this, you're part of the elite crew. You're going down with the ship tonight, all right?
Alright, I don't like that card. Alright, we'll do some wacky ones since we're in a secret stream now anyway. We're gonna do famous to infamous.
Famous?
I'm elite. I just made it. Yes, anyone who's in, you're some of the last few to make it. Famous to infamous. I'm sending the dial for this one. I'm closing my eyes.
Chloe, you're absolutely great. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out. Lewis feels like a member of a secret club. That's because you are a member of a secret club. Likes are stuck at 20K forever. Weird. It shows 37 on our end. Famous to infamous. A part of Secret Stream, and I was here for Hamgate. Look at that. We're all of the history. Famous to infamous, chat. Infamous is like famous essentially, but they're famous for bad reasons. And then famous, of course, is famous. You know what famous means. All right. I am going to close up the board now. Mark, you look. Yeah, let's do this one. Sure, why not? Game of Thrones 8th season.
That is infamous. That is infamous. I think it does have some like redeeming factors. I think it might get too much hate. I understand hating it. I think it might get a little bit too much, but that's pretty maxed out.
There's some interesting answers here. I'll mention later. Let's go with. Ooh, that's interesting. The Avatar: The Last Airbender live action movie.
And I'm back down to infamous. M. Night Shyamalan, not the best work. He did one good plot twist, and he's like, everything's got to have a plot twist now. It don't.
And let's do last but not least. Let me see this little mouse right here. Let me steal this little mouse.
Little Mal.
Lamau. Let's go with the juice. O.J. Simpson. Is the juice worth the squeeze?
The juice?
The juice?
It's probably right in the middle. It's probably dead center. Because he's the greatest running back of our time.
Chuck, you don't understand. He's running.
Guys, he was really good.
Such a good running back.
But then, he had that little, like, PR stunt. That little, like...
Oh, I heard about that, yeah.
That little PR snafu. But people got over it really fast.
People came around to it.
Okay, I'm definitely ticking it up for OJ, because he is so traditionally famous.
You gotta put some respect on his time as a running back.
I'm taking it up this much for the juice, and I'm locked in. Then he died. Are we serious?
Died one of the best running backs of our time.
Like, I was joking a bit in the beginning, but I actually have to tick it up because he's so unreasonably famous outside of that court case.
Glove sales plummeted afterwards, though. Honorable mentions. Our favorite plumber dressed in green.
Oh.
Yeah, honorable mention. Dare I say I ticked them up further, though.
Yeah, that would take me up even further.
Dare I say. All right, Bro ran for 2,000 yards in 14 games. That's what I'm saying.
The famous Civilization 7 game dev? That one? The green pop one?
The stockbroker.
The stockbroker.
All right, famous to infamous. Boom!
Yo, the juice got me there!
The juice got him there, baby!
The juice had one more good deed left in him. He got me to this 3.
The juice got squeezed once more.
Heck yeah. Yeah, you know what? It's a secret stream.
Beyond the grave.
It's a secret stream. We can name Luigi Mangione. That probably would have gotten me to the 4. It'd take me up a little bit more.
Because of respect.
Yeah, no, we can't say anything too uncouth since we're being watched right now, but we can say the guy's name. Coopster sent 4 W's. Thank you very much, Coopster.
What's up, Norma? Aren't you winning? Yeah, we'd be doing that.
Yeah, we'd be doing that. We are at 12. 12 with 3 cards remaining.
Wild.
Yes, let's get wild.
Kooky.
Norma, you ask, are we winning? Well, we got restricted on TikTok for saying naughty words, apparently. So
Funny enough, our viewership has gone up, though.
Yes. Yo, Ashton sent to heart me. Thank you so much, Ashton. My turn to do a card. We are going to do Poorly Made, Well Made.
Woo!
Let's get wild.
Let's get wacky.
Norma, you missed some truly professional level code names.
It's true.
You did. It was the best of the best. Poorly made, well made. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. This 4 is the target. We need to come with a hint to get Corey to put the red dial right onto that blue 4. Interesting. Okay, all right. We got some interesting ones coming in. Poorly made, well made. Closing it up. Corey, you may look. I'll watch the VOD on YouTube later, lol. We may have been exaggerating about that professional thing. Let's see.
Gamble on the fact that she doesn't go back and watch it. We were professionals.
I'm going to say, ooh, here's an interesting one from Ons. Candy necklaces.
Candy necklaces?
Candy necklaces. From M, 2-ply toilet paper.
I mean, these are pretty poorly made.
Yeah, 2-ply, when I cry.
All right, Squidward. All right. Fair enough. Yeah, these are pretty poorly made. Candy necklaces, 2-ply toilet paper. It's not 1-ply, which if you're getting 1-ply toilet paper out there, you need to reevaluate your things in life.
Sorry, don't consider this is not a real clue, but Jeremy said the case against OJ.
Oh.
That's not a good one. Oh, and here's a great one to finish us out. TikTok shop items.
I did get one thing off of TikTok shop.
Did you build it yet?
Nope. Sitting in my den. I got a coffee table for $30. And I got it solely because it had a pull-up for my laptop to put on while I work. Bought it over 6 months ago. Haven't opened it.
We sometimes, every once in a while, get comments, people saying, you know, like, watching this on the toilet right now, watching this in the bathroom. I've never gotten a comment saying, I'm currently wiping with 1-ply. It's a crazy comment to leave.
My point stands. Reevaluate. Value yourself more as important. Get at least 2-ply. Get at least 2-ply. God, please.
You hate to hear this hint when you're mid 1-ply.
Oh, we got another wiper in chat. No. All right. These poorly made. Treat yourself. Exactly. Get the bougier toilet paper. You won't regret it.
Mary says, if my teenage daughter is bad, I buy her 1-ply for her bathroom? Mary, that's so messed up. That is the worst kind of punishment. Please, Mom, just ground me instead. Please.
Hey, yo, is this live? Nah, pre-recorded. That's all. That's.
This is the type of discussions we have on the secret stream, everyone.
Just go for the 2-ply, you know.
Cruel and unusual.
I'd rather wipe with leaves. And that's what I'm saying, Sarah. That's what I'm saying. Team bidet. Look, I can't speak from experience with the bidet, but I hear everybody who uses one, they go for it. So, sure, team bidet.
2-ply destroys septic tanks. I'm not positive that that's true.
No, I think you're thinking of wet wipes.
I asked a plumber recently about it, and they went, it's just toilet paper.
It's just toilet paper. It's just toilet paper. This stream's going down the toilet.
It is true.
I'm locking in. I'm locking in.
Locked in, well made, poorly made. This stream has gone down the toilet. For anyone who's just joining, we have been restricted on TikTok. So it is a secret stream. You're one of the few lucky enjoyers. That is a miss. It is more poorly made.
I'm sorry. I got too distracted by the one ply. I got too distracted by the conversation about the one ply, I should say.
So I'll ask again for our elite secret stream viewers who are currently watching. If you want to give us a follow, it would mean the world.
Oh my god.
That is a complete miss. Wrong. 4-ply on top. Indeed. All right, I'm closing up the board. Yo, Rebecca sent a heart me. Thank you so much.
Honestly, anything is okay except for 1-ply and wet wipes.
We got too silly. That's why we're restricted.
Not too silly.
Corey, do you want to run genuine person, phony person?
Yeah, I'm down to run it. Genuine person, funny person.
Yeah, we be running that. We're down to 2 cards remaining. 2, count them, 2 cards remaining. Card is genuine person, phony person.
Genuine person, funny person.
What does it mean to be restricted? We do not show up on anyone's feeds anymore. If you're swiping through the page, you will not see us show up, and they will stop recommending us to viewers.
Sounds good. So what's the concept? How can I make some value for stream? I mean, if you want to play along, there is a video on our YouTube channel somewhere, how to play Wavelength. If not, just it's a spectrum, genuine person to phony person. The blue 4 will be somewhere along this spectrum, and you just kind of have to give hints of where you would put something on, right where that blue 4 is on our spectrum here.
Also, that otter sent a finger heart. Thank you so much, that otter.
Apparently we're popping up on some people's For You page.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know.
Like I said, it is funny. They gave us the restricted notification, and we immediately jumped in viewers a little bit. So, let's
Appreciate
see.
you.
Genuine person, phony person. Genuine person, phony person. That is where the blue 4 is. All right, that is where the blue 4 is. Chat, give me some clues. Can you get a restriction lifted? Yeah, if you just restart the stream real quick, it'll be fine. But sometimes depends on how bad it is. All right, that is what the blue 4 is, chat. I am going to close up the board. Mark, you can look. Let's go with
a supernatural clue in chat. Wow.
Let's go with a nice coworker.
A nice coworker. They're genuine. Some of my coworkers have been amazing, very, very nice people. But some of it is a little performative because you're at work. These aren't your friends, they're your coworkers. I put that part out here. Yo, Kelsey Weasel sent a chili, a lightning bolt, and an ice cream cone, and Laura sent a dolphin. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Let's go with teachers as well.
Teachers. They're pretty genuine. I think they are very, very genuine people, most teachers. It's a hard profession. They sacrifice a lot. And when you're young, you don't fully appreciate it. But as you get older, you're like, wow, I should have been a better student. They had a really tough job. And I know multiple teachers, and all of them are very genuine people, especially with their students.
And last but not least, I saw a couple people say it, and then I saw someone say it's a really good hint, and I'm going to trust them. Taylor Swift.
Okay. All right. So, I'm scared to move this dial. I'm scared to move this dial anywhere. Yeah, I don't want to touch this dial. She is a billionaire pop star. Okay.
Touch the dial.
She's a
coward.
Yeah, it's against a guy. All right. Everyone. Nah, it's a secret stream. Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Mark, you're safe here. It's okay. Don't be scared of the rich. She is a billionaire pop star with a vicious fan base. How genuine can you be as a billionaire? That is a good point. I would put her towards the middle. I like her music. Okay? All right, calm down. Everyone, calm down. Hold, Chad, hold. I like the music, and I think she is a nice person from what I've seen of, behind the scenes or doing interviews.
I see one chat message, I don't think there's many Swifties in here. Meanwhile, I see all the messages, Corey, let me see the board. Or it's, that's maxed out. That's maxed out. I didn't say it. It's maxed out.
Tar and feather. Tar and feather.
Listen.
Who are you talking about? Taylor Swift.
Swifties are fine. You guys are great. You're all welcome here.
But also balance with teachers and the other clues. Taylor Swift, I'd put in the middle. I think she's nice. But she's also a billionaire. Billionaire pop star. None of them are truly genuine. And me thinking she's genuine is part of her PR strategy. Let's balance it with the others. Teachers and what was the other? Nice coworker.
Nice coworker.
I love my nice coworkers. They are awesome. They make the workplace worth it. I'm locked in right here.
Mark, they're gonna get you the second the stream ends. They're waiting to jump you outside the studio.
They're flying on their way to the studio. They're all hopping in individual private jets to make their way to the studio. Bro, she's a trillionaire? Is that true?
No, there's no such thing. There is no true trillionaire, I don't think. Is there?
She's a secret one, and she's being phony about it.
Secret on the secret stream.
Yo, Coopster sent 5 TGIFs. Thank you so much, Coopster.
Corey, as your coworker, doesn't max it out. Yeah, that's a good point. It's because I'm not his nice coworker.
I had it way maxed out. Then you said Tay-Tay. All right, this is on you. This ain't on me.
I'm not the nice coworker, guys. All right, genuine person, funny person. She's a multi-millionaire. She's definitely a billionaire. Like, definitely a billionaire. Google it.
Yeah, I'll look. You can reveal the board.
All right, reveal the board as you Google it. Genuine person, phony person.
Wow. Okay. All right.
1.6 bill.
1.6 billion.
Multi-millionaire, I feel is a little disingenuous to describe Taylor Swift.
1.6 billion net worth, which is wild. And all of it was made with pure heart, genuine person, ethical means.
So my logic here for teachers, by the way, shout out teachers, is, I've mentioned this before, good friend of mine, teacher, high school teacher, and I talk to him every weekend. He is a very genuine person, but I know the real him, and I know the him he presents to his students, and they are two very different people.
That's fair. The teacher that I know only masks a little bit of their personality for better or for worse. His students like him. We are at 15. That is a 3. It is not a 4. It was close. That is a 3. There's Arj sticking through. You have to. They're children. Yeah, that's correct.
I completely understand that. I'm not saying that he shouldn't. I'm just saying that's the case.
Yeah.
He absolutely should.
Even the teacher friend that I have does hold back a lot. But all right, 1 card remaining in this horrible, no good, awful secret stream. We're having fun though.
It's a good point. If Tay-Tay was a genuine person, she would let me have $100. So
yeah.
we can talk about increasing that if I see a deposit into my Venmo.
Yeah, she won't even notice.
She won't even notice.
Teachers are wild. All right, this is a custom card submitted to us by Country Mozart in our Discord. If you want to submit your own custom cards for us to possibly play on stream, you can join our Discord, link in our bio. You guys should start an Amazon wish list for some whiteboard markers, lol. Maybe. Tay-Tay gives so much money to charities, OMG. I don't doubt that. A lot of charities I have my own questions about their legitimacy, and being rich and giving to charity does not necessarily redeem you from other things that you do.
This is my logic, right? Dolly Parton, absolutely based, because Dolly Parton is technically a billionaire, but she's not technically a billionaire because she doesn't have $1 billion. And the reason is, she donates so much money to charity every year, it single-handedly stops her from being a billionaire.
Yeah. Amber's pointing out it's local charities. If that's the case, that's really good. And Lauren in YouTube chat pointed out, I forgot about this. Corey, you may look.
Whoa.
Credit where credit is due. Taylor Swift gave an insane amount of money to the truck drivers that worked for her concerts. I forgot about that story.
Yo.
That is an amazing story on Taylor Swift's part. The Teamsters are very hardworking people and definitely deserve. I forget what the money that she gave, but every single truck driver that worked for her, every single Teamster got a very sizable payout from working for Taylor Swift.
W Teamsters.
So that was very kind and doesn't raise any charity questions. That was a good point. So, should record an audiobook, should not record an audiobook. Leo says Mike Tyson.
All right, he probably shouldn't for his sake, but God, I want to hear it.
Hosbomb says Roger the Alien for American Dad. Larm says I think it was $100,000 each that she donated to the Teamsters. That's amazing.
I can't listen to Roger speak for 8 hours at a time. I can't do it. I just can't. I'm sorry, American Dad enjoyers. I can't listen to him speak for that long. It's too nasally high pitched for me.
Here for the snacks and an ice cream cone. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're on the should record side right now. Just, you know.
I should not record. There we go.
And final one. Should record an audiobook, should not record an audiobook. It's already a secret stream. Let's go for it. Dr. Cillier says Trump, parentheses, can't read.
Listen, politics aside, all right? Putting all the politics to the side. His cadence and the way he speaks would take him 3 hours to get through page 1.
They're leaving the wardrobe. They're not considering the time jump. They're out of the wardrobe. They've been gone too long.
The nicest wardrobe, the best wardrobe anyone's ever seen, quite frankly.
Not gonna be able to return to Narnia.
They're not gonna get to Narnia in this one. This wardrobe, the finest wardrobe.
They were 34. Now they're children again. How are they gonna deal with that?
It's awful. You know he'd start improvising too in there. He would start improvising, adding his own bit. Strictly, just awful. Absolutely awful. And also, I don't want to give him more money. So, all the way take that. I never wanted to record an audiobook.
I love that one meme. They're reading the Necronomicon. They can't do that. It's a cursed tome. It says it on the first page.
They're trying to ruin America. Opening up the Necronomicon. One fish, two fish. Oh, why are there so many fish here, people? This is not a fish place.
The lion, clearly an allegory for Jesus. And nicest lion.
All right. God, it would get so... I gotta tick it up a little bit because comedy factor alone. You're starting to sway me now. The more we're doing this, you're starting to sway me. All right, so... with that, I'm locked in.
Harry Potter's saying his name. You can't be doing that. He's literally he who cannot be named. I'm losing the impression too. The impression's gone. It's ticked up to me.
Why would you do that to me? Why would you do that to me?
Dr. Cillier says humor over points.
Why would you do that to me? You snubbed me of my points. Give them back.
We don't know what's going on in the show.
We're actively losing followers for this bid. But that's okay. Secret for a reason.
Well, we're already restricted on TikTok. These things are gonna happen.
Fuck.
Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, if you're having fun, please consider giving a follow. It helps us out a lot. But that was our last card. We scored 15.
Yeah.
It is time to pull out the official How to Play Wavelength rulebook and see how we did. Yo, Chloe Moon Creation sent a little crown. Thank you so much, Chloe. Please stop, I can't breathe.
They're eating the points.
All right, we need to stop.
I'm sorry.
We scored a 15 in cooperative wavelength, meaning the score that we get from the creators of Wavelength themselves is all caps, so close. They were close, not close enough.
Oh my god.
So close.
Oh my god. And we gained the followers back that we lost. Listen, we didn't even get political with that. If we're losing followers, they're not the strongest of wills.
And we lost the followers during the worm tirade.
Hell yeah.
Would you still follow if you were a worm? People unfollow.
Guys.
All right.
So close.
This is the lowest I've seen from y'all. We've scored lower than this many times, and as you're talking about the general quality of this stream.
We can go lower. That's it.
So close. All right, everyone, that's all we have for you tonight. Thank you so much for watching. It was a whole lot of fun. I really enjoyed this. A sent a GG. Thank you so much, A. We will be live tomorrow at noon New York time.
New York time.
Eastern. That is 5 p.m. London. That is six hours earlier than we normally do. We normally go live at 6 our time. Take that time, minus 6 hours, that's when we'll be live. Whew. Well, that is all we have for you tonight. I'm working at noon. Nar. We'll be going for 3 hours, so maybe if you get off, before 3. All right, goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Still live on YouTube. So